All right. It looks like we are live. Today is going to be a fun episode. We have some interesting people here today. Katie and Caleb, they're siblings. They have the Big Bad Boot podcast. You probably have seen it on TikTok, maybe Instagram, and maybe even Facebook, I'm sure. They've popped off a few times. They're popping off a lot. We're going to be talking about that. But first, the studio is sponsored by Optimized Generator People. That is their logo right there, optimizedgp.com. You can check them out. If you need a whole home generator, not one of those plug in your home gas ones where you die of the fumes. I know a lot of my fellow rednecks would rather that. But if you get a whole home generator, a professional one, you get started about $600. And if your power goes out 30 seconds later, your Wi-Fi is back on. You're back to Netflixing and doing whatever you're doing after the Netflix word. Check them out. Optimized Generator People. Great people. They have tons of awards for customer service nationwide. Like I think top 5. Great people. OptimizedGP.com. Check them out. And with that, let's get on with the episode. All right. So real quick, our presenting sponsor is Chase Group Construction. Boom. There's the logo on the screen there. Chase Group is also another great local company. They build things, as you can see, construction group. They're building some really cool things right now. In Youngsville, they're building a restaurant pickleball place. So it's pickleball and think Top Golf, but pickleball, and you can eat there. So they're building that. They're building several fat pats around town. They built the one in Broussard, the one in Burr Bridge. They're building some other cool stuff I can't mention yet, but check them out, chasegroupconstruction.com. They've been supporting the podcast for lots of years, so I really appreciate them. And let's get on with the episode. All right, so welcome to the T Podcast, Katie and Caleb.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited. We feel like we're meeting 2 celebrities, you and Joe Dirt.
Yeah, yes.
I was like, dang, we should wear costumes. What are we doing? It's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I didn't warn you guys.
It's okay.
It was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it was a really good surprise.
Yeah, and I saw you guys walking in the front of the building, and I thought you guys were lost for a second, so I hurried up and went outside. And I totally kind of forgot that I had the wig on for a second. I'm like, they are probably going to think, like, who the heck is this guy?
No, we love it. You're our people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right on. Okay, so quick introductions. I mean, I know you guys probably don't really need the introductions, but for those who are living under a rock, who don't know of you guys, haven't seen you guys ever, which would be crazy to think about, because if you live in South Louisiana, you've seen me.
We hope so.
Yeah, hopefully.
But Katie, if you want to go first, tell us a little bit about you.
So I'm Kati Morse LeBreton, and I am the podcast's older sister. Mm-hmm. And Caleb and I started this about over a year ago.
Yeah, it was your birthday, August 13th of last year.
But we are co-hosts of the Big Bad Boot podcast, which is a comedy podcast that focuses on Louisiana true crime, folklore, history, anything that we find spooky, silly, scary, interesting about the state. It is on the show, and each episode is one of us simply telling the other one a story. And it's been really fun. It's been a really fun journey. But this is my brother Caleb, and I'll let him introduce himself.
So I am Caleb. I'm the little brother of the podcast. I'm known as the bullet point baddie.
Yeah.
I'm really good with the little quips and some comedic relief. This one does a lot of really, really good research. I'm kind of running in at the last minute on 2 wheels with some bullet points on my hands.
Yes.
But, I mean, it's so good. A lot of our viewers' favorite episodes, shockingly, are mine.
It pisses me off.
Like,
not really.
Rivalry.
Yeah, I think our top 2 episodes
are yours.
Are mine,
yes.
Yeah. Like the top 2. But my favorite was yours which was actually recent. It was Madam C.J. Walker.
Yes.
That was a good one.
So
that was
yeah,
a good
we've
one.
covered any topics ranging from, one of my personal favorites was Bonnie and Clyde, because a lot of people don't realize that they were actually shot down in Louisiana.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of the profiler of people. I
Yes.
love
Yeah.
people's stories. So most recently I did Madam C.J. Walker, who was the first female self-made millionaire in the United States.
What a
she was
baddie, dude.
born in Delta,
Oh, man.
Louisiana.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. She
and-
moved out apparently though.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And the episode that drops on Monday, I profiled David Irvin, who has a Lafayette story. He
Yep.
opened the daiquiri factory, the very first drive-through daiquiri shop in the state.
So he
back
is
in
a
the
legend.
80s.
Dude.
He was doing the Lord's work.
His story is actually very interesting. So he opened it in Lafayette. I don't think it exists anymore, but it was on, is it Johnston Street?
The daiquiri factory.
The daiquiri
Yes.
factory.
Okay.
And
I
that
don't
was-
Not here. It's definitely not here anymore.
Correct.
That was
Correct.
the very first drive-through daiquiri shop in the state of Louisiana in
And that-
1981.
Pioneer.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And the story was just
The story
God.
was so much fun. So I'm kind of the people profiler, or I'm the one telling you about the gore, the blood, the murder.
Not me.
Caleb likes the spooky
Yes.
stories,
Like,
the
I would rather
legends.
profile something ghostly. Like, I'll profile a building. Like,
Yeah.
that's what
yeah.
I will do. Anything haunted, spooky, ooky, megalamooky.
Okay.
That's my
Yes.
vibe.
That's my wife's vibe too.
Oh,
Yes.
perfect.
So
Okay.
she would love it. Our very first episode was on the Myrtles Plantation, and I think that is the most popular
Makes
because
sense.
it's been on
Yeah.
the longest.
And Aunt Julia Brown.
And Aunt Julia Brown, which was
That, man, she was a voodoo priestess back in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
In the Man Shack Swamp.
yeah. So we're
That one was
from
cool.
Ponchatoula, Hammond, Tangipahoa Parish.
Yes.
How'd you say it?
Tangipahoa.
Okay, that's how I say it. I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
Now,
a lot of
some
people say
people-
Tangipahoa,
Tangipahoa.
but it's Tangipahoa.
Technically, it's Tangipahoa Parish.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are originally from Ponchatoula, Louisiana, so
Yep.
strawberry capital of the world.
I just ate some strawberries yesterday. I wonder if they're from there.
Probably so.
Might
I need to
be.
check.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I live in Hammond now, which is basically the same thing, but people from Ponchatoula and Hammond will be like, no, it's not. It's like, it kind of is.
Because I'm very, very proud of Ponchatoula. So I'm like, I actually stayed.
Yeah.
I
but
still live in
I live
Ponchatoula.
10 minutes away. So, but we love coming out here to Lafayette. We have a lot of good friends out here, and it's just always a fun spot to come to.
It is.
We look forward to it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you on.
Yeah.
One of my dearest followers who always angry faces every post that I do out of endearment. Aaron, Fago. Anyway, he says, I have arrived.
Okay.
He's letting us know his entrance. Yes.
Okay. Hello, Aaron. What's up?
I like that energy. That's
Man. Okay.
That's fun.
Okay. You mentioned Ponchatoula, and I don't have a lot of experience with Ponchatoula, pretty much virtually none, but I did watch a YouTube video recently.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who Ryan, he goes by Trahan, Ryan Trahan is.
So we know a lot of Trey Hands.
Yeah.
He's not from here.
Okay.
He's a
Okay.
big YouTuber.
Okay.
And he's been doing like 50 state, and I don't know if it's 50 days, but like he's traveling every state.
That's fun.
Okay.
And one of his videos, he went from, I think it's Arkansas, and he came down to Louisiana. But the craziest thing is that he took, I think, Interstate 55 all the way down and
Right through
completely
Ponchatoula.
bypassed all of the good chunks of Louisiana
Yeah.
and straight down to just the singular area of Ponchatoula
Period.
to stay at an Airbnb that was this mansion.
Yep. Oh, was it the
Oh. Oh my gosh.
I forget the name of it. I know what you're talking about.
It's either the one on 22 or it's the one on
Highway
Happy
22.
Woods.
Yeah, so
Which is
there's an
across the
old-
street from
It's got a
Mammy and
lake
Papa.
or something by
This
it.
one on Happy Woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. That's
No?
one on 22.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a big lake in the front, giant gate, and it's when I tell you, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's one of those places where, like, if I had that much money, I would not have put that house there.
Why not? Like, tell me about the area. Like, why?
It's a cute area. It's technically
it's a-
called Pumpkin Center out there. That's where our mom's
It's
from.
like a suburb of Ponchatoula-ish.
Yes, but it's just
It was a great place to grow up, and there's a lot of small town charm.
Yes.
Because it was right on the railroad. Both Ponchatoula and Hammond are right on the railroad. So historically, those were major stops for people going to or from New Orleans.
It was like the gateway to New Orleans.
That's what it used to
okay,
be called, was the gateway to New Orleans. But it's famous for obviously the Strawberry Festival,
Yeah.
Okay.
which technically the strawberry capital
You
of the
better get it-
world
you better get
is
it right.
Ponchatoula, Louisiana. It's not somewhere in Florida like Florida tries to say.
Exactly. And
is
Florida has oranges, right?
yes,
Yeah, but
they need to do their own thing.
But they do have their own strawberry festival. But the official strawberry capital of the world is in Ponchatoula, Louisiana.
And it's the largest free festival.
Not fair. So we joked about this
man.
because we did some promotion for the Strawberry Festival.
Yeah.
And some
Highly recommend, if you ever go to Ponchatoula, you get a strawberry daiquiri
from
Paul's Cafe.
Oh my God. Oh,
Because they don't make it with artificial flavorings.
Anything.
It is with fresh ground up strawberries.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
And it is delicious.
Yeah, so it's not like a cheap puree that they bought. All right, it's the real
like you
It's
can
the real
watch
deal.
them make it. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
And we did a promo commercial for them about the daiquiri, and we sent it off, and they were like, we love it, but you might have to redo it because you said the largest free fair, and we are the largest free festival.
Oh.
And we're like,
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
the
Didn't
largest
know there was a
fair
difference.
is up
sure.
the road in Washington Parish.
right. And we were like, sorry,
we're
we
like,
didn't know,
"Oh."
but we've learned that
Right.
there is a difference between fair and festival.
Oh yeah.
So
So what is the difference then?
we don't
No
know.
idea.
We just said,
I
yes,
mean, I know a
ma'am.
fair has rides, but a festival
Also
cannot.
has rides.
It might, but it might not.
Yeah.
That's true.
We just
That's
said,
true.
yes, ma'am, we'll fix it. And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
fixed it. But
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
the difference, but we fixed it and the check cleared.
All that to
So-
say-
That's
yeah.
all that matters.
Exactly.
yeah, go get a daiquiri from Paul's Cafe.
All right. I'm digging it, man. I mean, we have, some daiquiri shops, but going back to the daiquiri factory.
Yeah.
The fact that this guy created was it a drive-through
Yes.
daiquiri
Yes.
place?
So
and now they're everywhere.
Correct.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere. So, not to give too much of the episode away, go listen to the episode. It drops on Monday. We listened to it on the way here to edit it. But it was a man named David Irvin, and he was actually a student at Louisiana Tech, and
Yep.
it
Go
was
Dogs.
1980. And of course, Lincoln Parish, where Louisiana Tech is, infamously a dry parish.
That sucks.
And my
brother.
husband went to tech. Now there's different laws and stuff now, but especially back in the 80s, it was a dry parish. And so all of these tech students.
And what zone is it? Near LA Tech? Where at?
Yes.
Ruston.
It's in
Rust-
Ruston.
Oh, duh, makes
Yes.
sense.
Yep.
Well, he opened the daiquiri shop here in Lafayette, but there was a reason. Because he got this idea because there was a place selling frozen alcoholic beverages in Ruston called Wilmart. Not Walmart, Wilmart.
Will. Okay.
But you had to get out your car, go in,
no.
order it, come back.
No, too
And
much work.
Right.
He realized that was very cumbersome, and he did a lot of research on the legality of selling people alcoholic beverages in their car.
Tape. Tape.
Yep.
That's
Freaking
it has
tape.
to be sealed, and so he was interviewed a lot, and we used a lot of his quotes in our episode. But essentially, he said there was no law against it.
Right.
There
He
was no law that
right.
said you couldn't do it.
There was
So-
nothing that said I could, but I couldn't find anywhere that said I couldn't.
So he knew
So
he
he was
couldn't.
like, I'm going to be great or I'm going to get arrested.
right.
Yeah.
He knew he couldn't open it in Ruston because it was a dry parish, and so he said, "Where is the most fun place I know? Where can I go?" And he said, in the 80s, it was Lafayette because it was booming.
Yep.
A lot of people had oil money.
Yeah, indeed.
It was kind of a party city without actually being New Orleans. He said he did some offshore work in Lafayette, and he's like, I want to be in Lafayette. So he bought a storage shed and put it out on Johnston Street and took out a $20,000 loan
Okay.
and paid off the loan in full within like 3 months.
Wow.
The
That is-
legend.
And it was called the Daiquiri Factory. And it was
Okay.
on Johnston Street Road. I'm not familiar, but it was here in Lafayette.
So this is an episode that's about
comes
to
out
air.
Monday.
Okay.
Yes, Monday. Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, and
this
he
will be cool.
and it's great too because there's a lot of really cool photos that
Yeah.
he had from like the 80s, and it's so 1980s. Like the inside of the daiquiri shop is all wood paneling
Oh, yeah.
and
And all the like 19-year-old guys looked like they were fully 40.
Yes.
It was giving very 80s.
But that's crazy too. Not to go on a
No.
tangent there, but like you look at people in the back in the day, the 80s, 90s, and they looked so much older
Yes.
in their younger ages, and then older people looked so much older.
Yep.
And now you have people in their 40s looking like they're almost 30.
Yeah.
Correct.
In a way.
It's kind of reverse, but yeah, there were these photos that we were joking about where people were driving through the daiquiri shop, and these guys who were like yoked, like
Yes.
huge guys.
I could never.
But in the caption, it was like, these are college kids from UL, and they're coming,
Yep.
and I'm like, that guy looks like he's 40. Like, but I don't know if it's what's in our food or whatever it is, but what I did notice is that a daiquiri was $2.25.
That's what an extra shot costs now.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. But he was the very first, a man named David Irvin. I don't know if he's still around.
God,
I would love to meet him.
I would love to shake his hand.
I'm curious now. I got to go look him up.
The Daiquiri Factory, which also to me, that is the perfect name for a daiquiri shop.
Yeah.
It's just like, it rolls off the tongue. It's the right number of syllables.
I want a shirt.
Yeah, I want
an old
Daiquiri
shirt.
Factory merch.
So David Irvin,
Please,
if you're listening, I'd love to buy
Somebody
you
knows how to get in touch with
a
them.
daiquiri and just talk to you
Too
for a
bad you
second.
couldn't have gotten him for the podcast.
I know.
That would have been amazing.
I know.
I know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of that, we actually had our first
interview. My episode.
The episode Caleb recorded, which will come out in 2 weeks.
And that's our first two-parter
Our
as well.
first two-part episode where Caleb interviewed the daughter of a victim of a cold murder case in Louisiana. So
Got a
that was
lot.
actually very cool.
Yeah, that one, a lot of corruption.
The story was the case Kimberly Womack.
Kimberly Womack.
Yes.
And her daughter, Catherine, started like a nonprofit for cold case victims and like all kinds of stuff. It's a good one.
You might
That
be
one's
familiar
juicy.
with the story, but this was a woman, was it 2008?
August 1st of 2008. Which don't give too much away now.
Yeah, she was found, unfortunately, dead in her home, but the investigators tried to say she slipped on chocolate syrup
Also in the nude.
in her kitchen and hit her head.
And then...
But she was found in her bedroom, no clothes on.
And they didn't tell the daughter, we made a mistake, said it was an accident, we think it's a homicide, after they cremated the mother.
Yeah, so there's a lot of layers. It's a very interesting
lot of layers,
story.
a lot of corruption, possibly, allegedly.
Yeah, this took a turn, but it was very cool to give her daughter a platform to talk about it. But
Yeah, and she was awesome. Wow, Catherine.
there's so
Catherine
many
Simpson was
things
great.
about this state that we thought we knew, and we're never going to run out of material.
And when I tell brother, never running out of material. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
True
yeah.
crime in Louisiana.
No, and
like,
like this state is corrupt as corrupt can be.
oh
and
man.
so
I have a list
yeah,
of
we have
politicians
a running
I want to hit.
we have a
justice
running
system
list
is
of
wild.
we have like a shared iPhone note, and we just are constantly adding different things. And we have to like call dibs on things. Like the other day, somebody said, y'all should do a story on this. I was like, I call it. That one's mine, dibs, you know.
That was a good one too. I can't remember what you called dibs
The
on.
DeRitter jail.
Yeah.
The Gothic jail in
Yeah, the
DeRitter.
hang in jail.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Dude, you guys are a lot. You guys are vibing like crazy.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
dude.
We are at a point where I got to get my other sponsor in,
Yes.
and then I will not have to worry about my financial obligations.
There you go.
Get that check, brother.
Hey, they keep rolling, they keep clearing, it's working. Music Academy of Acadiana, great school for music lessons. So if you want to learn music, check them out, musicacademyacadiana.com. The website doesn't have the of, but it's Music Academy of Acadiana. Just take out the of.com. Check them out. They have over 500 some odd students each month. They teach students of all ages different things, drums, violin, saxophone. They can help improve your voice. If somebody's ever told you you sing good, you probably don't yet.
Yeah.
You need to go check them
You
out.
just sound good at karaoke when everyone's been drinking.
Indeed. Don't go to American Idol yet. And then, they have an in-house award-winning studio that's separate business, but is still in the same building. So you can learn music, get good, and record an album there, and it gets distributed and all that good stuff. So great local company. Check them out. Musicacademyacadiana.com.
I wish I could play an instrument.
Me too. That our whole family's musical. That gene said, whoop, skip right over us.
Skipped.
I can yap into a microphone, but Lord, I can't sing.
I wish if I could go back, I wish I could play piano. I wish I would have.
Oh, I want to play
stuck with it as a
like
kid.
what's his face? Oh, Jerry something.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, just really get down to really tickle those ivories.
Well, when you said you wanted to play like somebody, my first thought was, oh God, 80s guy, glasses, gay.
Elton John.
Elton John.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be lit.
Yes.
Oh man.
Or Billy Joel. Any of the
Yes.
famous,
Like Elton John can go hard on the piano.
Yes.
Oh, can he?
Yes.
And you can make
Man.
the piano sound like anything,
Yeah.
just based on the way you play it and like even a keyboard. But yeah,
Something. I just want to be talented, man.
we just.
But y'all have a talent. Y'all
Yapping.
talk.
I know. At our
Yeah,
first,
right?
like, really big live episode, a bunch of my older teachers were there. And every progress report I got was like, really funny, great student, love him. He will not shut the hell up.
Yeah, talks too
And
much.
now I remember looking at my first grade teacher in the audience and being like, Miss Ordwan, it worked.
Yep.
Like, I talk for a living now.
Exactly.
So, like, it's working.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We did get a couple of comments in. I haven't pre-screened these comments.
That's
I'm
okay.
kind of, screening them
I
now.
love it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what they say. So Aaron Fago says, since the weather is getting better, you should start podcasting outside. I can't do all this outside.
yeah, there's
this-
a lot of wires in here.
Yeah.
Also, I go a few months without seeing you, and you grew out your hair. Now you
And started
smoke
smoking.
and drink. If you need a therapist, I'm here for you, little buddy.
Yeah.
And just found out y'all's podcast on. He just found y'all's podcast on Apple.
Sweet.
Gonna give it a listen here in a bit.
Thank you.
My mom says, "Oh my word, I raised this man. Where did I go wrong?"
Hi, Mom.
I love it.
Our mom and dad are probably our biggest fans as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My mom says I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, she probably thinks what, because I didn't tell anybody I was wearing
We're
this
digging
wig.
it, Mom. We knew he was our people when we saw him with
Oh,
the
yeah.
wig on.
Yeah. And then Aaron replies to my mom, I believe it's depression. Looks like, looks like he's going downhill. I saw him go through 3 packs of cigarettes on Wednesday while staring at Dutch Brothers. Oh my gosh. And then, the comments are coming through.
Nice.
Hargrave's Plumbing, outdoor podcast with that would be wonderful with the hair in the wind. Let's go. Look. Maybe one day. I don't know. I have to really significantly downgrade what I use here, like my phone and a mic.
That's
and
one
it.
thing we've learned because we do a lot of
Live events.
Live events. We've been to Gnarly Barley Brewing a bunch of times, and actually had a live episode last night at a restaurant in Hammond. Thankfully, we have a producer that does all of the technical stuff for us because it's a lot of work.
It is. It's
Like,
a lot
Oh my
of work.
gosh, yeah.
Everyone compliments like, "Oh, your videos look so good and the podcast sounds so good." We're like,
Thanks.
"That's not
Y'all
us."
got a guy.
We pay
We got a
someone
guy.
money to do that for us.
Jonah, our
Lettuce
friends at
Media.
Lettuce Media. So if you ever want to take this show on the road and you need a guy, Lettuce Media.
Okay.
We show up and we just talk into mics, and he takes care of everything else.
So y'all don't edit y'all's podcast or nothing.
Nope.
Somebody else edits.
Correct.
Well,
we see the raw footage
And
we go through like, and we're like,
suggest cuts.
okay, this to this, take out because like Caleb burped or like
Yeah.
whatever. So
But
we
we
send it
take
off to
out-
them and they do it.
We take out, honestly, not that much.
Like if our raw footage, let's say, is 48 minutes, you're gonna see 45 minutes of footage when
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah.
because
And possibly even more with ads.
Yeah, that's the style
it's
of
not
our
a burp.
show.
Right.
Yes.
Because I can't edit that out.
Oh yeah, you're live.
Yeah, that's the style of our show. Is it's not scripted.
No.
So what you are hearing in the final episode is very, very close to what we recorded.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
The only time we've ever we'll say something and we're like, ooh. We need to cut that. We can't say that.
That's not gonna go over well.
Yeah.
Then the episode that you did, especially about a cold case where suspects are still alive, we're like,
yeah.
ooh, our lawyer needs to
lawyer's
listen
gonna
to
have
this
to listen to this footage first.
before
So
we.
your guys was on lawyer.
I say
Well-
it's one of my best friends who
good.
is a
Lawyer.
but Carly
Legal
Gonzalez.
advice.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're like, we'll pay you in cash or we'll babysit your kid.
Yeah.
Like whatever you need.
Yeah,
Look.
she's a big supporter of the Big Bad
For the
Boot.
longest time, I did not have a lawyer. I think we didn't get a lawyer per se until like maybe 2016.
Yeah.
I mean, I have not done the podcast and since I started in 2018, but there have been many other times where I probably needed an attorney to look at some of the things I've put out. But now that I do this live, we have backup, but you know, I still gotta be careful.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's our. I like that we're not live sometimes because, like, especially the episode that's gonna come out, the interview, like, there's mention of like allegedly
A prominent person.
a prominent, important person that possibly should have done some things differently, allegedly.
Yeah.
So we're like,
We didn't
hey,
say it, she did.
Carly,
Yeah.
we're gonna need you to watch all this footage and make sure we're okay.
And this is coming out soon.
In
In the
2
next
weeks.
2 weeks.
All right.
Yeah. And it's a two-parter. It's our first two-parter.
You're gonna clip this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You'll get some
Oh,
clips.
yeah.
All of
For
our
sure.
episodes we film for social, for like promotional stuff. Again, I say we don't do anything. We show up. But yeah,
Our production company clips it, and then our PR people put it on
put it
social
on
media.
social and do all that.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. See, that's fancy.
We haven't always been
Yeah,
this
it was
way.
very grassroots.
Very grassroots. I mean, we're still independently funded,
Yeah.
meaning thanks, Dad. We love you. Couldn't have
Our
done it
angel
without you.
investor. He was our first one.
It was a lot of work the first year.
A lot
it was
of like
truly grassroots.
my hair is falling out. I'm breaking out. I'm having a panic attack
Yeah.
twice a week. Like, especially when we found out this is a full-time job.
Yes.
Like it is. People see us being funny and blah blah blah. But then I remember one of my friends came in the early days to take pictures of us.
Yeah.
While we were recording, and she was like, "Oh my god,
She's like, y'all are doing
Like,
full on book reports.
you're fully doing 2 full-time jobs at the same
Yeah.
time," and it is, man.
But it is
fun.
it's fun.
Now
And,
that we've
yeah.
worked out the kinks, we're doing the damn
When we
thing.
started, our goal. Well, I don't know if we even told you how we like got the idea to
Well,
do
that's
it.
what I was about to ask you. Is
Yeah.
like, how did you ultimately start the podcast
Oh,
anyway?
can I tell that one?
Sure.
That's my favorite story to tell.
Okay.
Okay, so we had been at a tennis tournament. Our mom, she's a beast.
Our mom's a
at
very good tennis player.
So we had been at this tennis tournament watching mom, and like she's really good, so she's
Yeah.
winning constantly. So we got bored. So we were like, okay,
Wait, so you
there's
got bored of her winning? Okay.
We've been
yeah,
sitting
because
there all
I feel like
day.
every
Yeah,
time she
all the
plays,
time.
on my couch, she's like, "What do you think?"
Yeah, she's
She's a baller. So there was this trend on TikTok called couples dictionary.
Yeah.
And Katie was like, let's do a sibling dictionary one because, like, our humor is we have a shared brain, even though we're 7 years apart.
And the gist is one of us would put an inside joke on the screen of the phone and try to get the other to guess it. Like, this is what we say when blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And he would have to try to guess it.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
So we recorded it, wasn't fancy, nothing. Katie just posted it because she was like, let's see what happens, whatever. Well, the next morning, I see it on my For You page, and it had like 2-point-something million likes. So I called Katie and I was like, open your TikTok. Oh my God. And she was like, oh my Lord. Well, then our friends at Lettuce Media called us and they were like, okay, we've got to put y'all on camera. Like, y'all need y'all's own show, strike while the iron is
So
hot.
y'all didn't have y'all's own show at that
no.
point?
No,
Okay.
our show is about 1.5 years old.
Yeah.
And that TikTok went out in July of 24
Yes.
or late June, and
Something
we
like
started
that.
the podcast in August of 24.
Wow.
Jonah from Lettuce Media was like,
So-
y'all need to monetize this. Like, y'all are missing out on money. People will pay to watch y'all do
So
it.
y'all literally pretty much just started.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. And when
Yeah.
I tell you fell into this industry.
Had no idea what we were doing, and we were like, okay, well, what are we going to talk about
Because we had wanted to possibly do this show
during COVID?
during COVID. We sat down. We both had COVID at the same time, and this was back when.
This was before I was married. This was before, like, I was living in a little
And a-
townhouse in downtown Hammond, like 1-bedroom studio, and our dad got COVID.
And this was the early days of COVID when you had to hardcore quarantine for like 26 days.
Yeah,
Right,
and so
yeah.
my
Oh,
parents,
felt like
Caleb was
forever.
still living with my parents at the time, and they were like, "All right, Caleb, go stay with your sister and quarantine."
For
well, that ended up he
26
lived
days.
with me for a month.
Oh my God.
And so we got the idea for it back then, but back then we were like, this is a lot of work. We have
Yes.
no idea it wasn't ready. We
No.
weren't ready for it. And so
do you want to know something funny?
What?
We launched on your birthday. The night we talked about doing this in 2020 was your birthday.
Really? That's
because
weird.
then the night before you went to sleep, I drew you that big card to put on your wall.
Yeah,
because we were quarantined. You couldn't see your fiance at the time. Like, we were by ourselves. So I was like, let me try to do something nice for my sister.
Yep. And it was interesting. It's really, all right, what do we know about? Because I'm sure you get this too, being a podcast host and a personality. So many people want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And I say this with love. Not everybody should start a podcast.
I told somebody that the other day. They were like, yeah, me and my best friend would be so fun. And I was like, respectfully, no, you won't.
Right.
No.
Because what you think is funny, your inside jokes no one else gets.
Right.
Like,
And
not everybody should have a mic.
no.
yes.
You're very correct.
And
very
so
correct.
we were like, all right, we have to have a shtick. What is our angle? And what we both are not only very interested in, but have street cred in, is Louisiana history. We both graduated from Southeastern Louisiana University.
Line up.
And we both minored in Louisiana history for no reason, just because we thought it was interesting.
Sure.
Because you had nothing else to pick?
Yeah, we just
I even
love.
paid. I was on student loans, so I even paid more to do it, which was crazy. But
And my specialty in Southeastern has a very robust
Oh,
Louisiana
man.
history department, like one of the best in the state.
Amazing.
And so I kind of focused on, I was pre-Civil War, and Caleb was kind of modern Louisiana history.
And when we say modern, like, I was studying basically Louisiana after the Civil War.
Right.
And then we really focused on, like, man, the politicians.
Yeah, Huey P. Long basically is what you studied for a year.
Brother.
I mean,
that's an
that's
interesting family.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the Huey P. Long thing, that's like Louisiana's thing. Like, it's always the Huey P. Long. Go to the state capitol, look at the bullet hole, and all this good stuff.
I did a story on him, actually.
Yeah, that's one of our most popular episodes.
Hold my mule while I shout, girl.
And then the bridge, apparently there's a story behind the bridge.
Yes, he made it a certain height on purpose because it kept marine trade in Louisiana. They couldn't go so far up the river
that's
because it was
amazing.
so low. Like, he was a very, I'm going to ask for forgiveness, not for permission. And, like, even when someone came at him for doing something that was very obviously wrong, he basically was like throwing the bird up and being like, well, catch me if you can.
Yeah, he's one of those people where it's like a lot of some of the good things we see about the state, he's responsible for.
Solely because of him.
But he was not a great person.
No. Oh, my God.
So I don't know enough about Huey P. Long's political reign over Louisiana, but what what political lean was he?
Democrat.
He was a Democrat.
Okay, Democrat. Okay,
Yes.
so that makes sense. I mean, I feel like Louisiana was majority Democrat
back in the day.
back in
Because
the
the
day.
parties did kind of flip back then. Like
as far as their stances
they're
on things.
like a Democrat from the 50s would not recognize a Democrat now. A Republican from the 50s.
I don't know if a Democrat from the 90s would recognize a Democrat now. So I'm just
Exactly.
saying.
It's like the parties did a 180 with each other a little bit. So he was just he did a lot of good things. The way he went about things was horrible.
Yeah, he did a lot of good for public works. So like paving a lot of highways and roads, free textbooks for kids in school.
Yes.
So he was not solely
he
responsible,
wanted people
but
to be educated.
he wanted people to be
and
literate.
he was sick of Louisiana being like the dumb state.
Yeah.
So,
but now the way he went about it was very corrupt. And
like, if you disagreed with him publicly and your uncle had a government job, your uncle was mysteriously fired 2 days later.
At least he's not killed.
Correct. That is correct.
Sure. There's
Right.
Yeah,
But
I mean, 'cause
like,
you could get off real quick. Like,
right.
especially back in the day.
what happened?
Yeah, seriously.
But that's kind of what we look at is very much, I think, objectively. But one thing we do also is we call out the awful things, because like Louisiana is a wonderful state, but we have some history that sucks.
Oh,
And
brother.
it's hard to read and hard to get through. And there's some stories that we've discovered that we've never heard of. And we were like, why do people not know about XYZ?
Correct.
Like, for example, we had a young man, was it the guy who was executed twice?
Oh my God. Like, when I tell you, when she was telling that
Wait, you
story,
said executed twice?
Yes. So there was a young man named Willie Francis.
don't give too much away.
Where was he from?
This is not an episode that's released yet?
No, it's been released.
It's been released.
But long story short, one character that comes up in a lot of our episodes is the electric chair of Louisiana called Gruesome Gertie.
Because Louisiana still is a little cheap, so they were like, okay, instead of having multiple chairs, we're going to make one electric chair. We're going to put her on wheels.
And they drove her around where it was needed.
All right.
Correct.
So because
Plug her
of
up
that,
to the unit, the house?
Literally. And because of that, sometimes it wasn't plugged in correctly. And there was a young man. Now, when he was arrested, he was still a minor. It was a young African-American man who I don't think did what he was accused of doing.
I agree with you. I do not think he did that.
He was accused in the death of a very prominent white man in the city that he was in. And so he was meant to be executed. Well, they didn't realize it at the time that the prison officer who was assigned to essentially plug in the electric chair
And
was
work
drunk.
it.
Was drunk.
Yeah,
perfect.
did not plug it in correctly.
Very Louisiana coded.
Indeed, right.
They
100%.
Sure.
go to turn it on and it doesn't kill him.
It's shocking the hell out of him, but he's like, turn it off. It's not working.
Like he literally
said it.
says, turn it off. I'm not dead.
No, I'm not. I don't mean to laugh. That's just
Right.
I know, because
horrible.
when she told me that, I was like, I want to laugh and I want to cry. Like, this poor kid is just like chilling here, like,
He said, turn it
He
off.
said,
yes,
turn
he
it
was
off.
like, it's not working. Turn it off. Because you should be like zapped for a few seconds and you're done.
And so it ended up being a very prominent and influential legal matter in the state of Louisiana because they were examining, okay, was that cruel and unusual punishment? Can someone be executed twice? So it was very interesting, the legal repercussions of it.
And I can't remember. Did the drunk dude even get in trouble?
No.
Because back then, we're not a political podcast, but back then,
There was a lot of people
a
drunk.
white man could fail upwards so
big
easily
time.
back then.
Well,
like,
I mean, still.
but man.
That's just examples of all the different stories that we explore. And even us who we think are well-versed in the history of this
Have
state
scratched the surface.
are like, wait, what? Why have we never heard of this?
And that's why I still love, like, I will make myself crazy making sure this podcast keeps going because there's so many stories that I get to research and I'm like, I cannot wait to get home in my pajamas and have a documentary going about it while I'm reading an article about it because I just want to know.
Yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah, we
I
will never
love
run out of
researching.
material.
So I appreciate you guys being history buffs because I am not a history buff.
Oh, okay.
I failed history a couple times in high school. Had to figure out how to get through it.
Right.
I'm a present to future type person. I love future technologies. That's what I'm into.
Okay, nice.
So I appreciate the opposite of interest to me, history with you guys, and you guys are going to be telling stories that obviously people have not heard before about Louisiana that need to be heard.
Yes.
Right.
Like I didn't know that there was a execution that happened twice.
Yep.
That's
Right.
news to me.
Correct.
I know a little bit about the Huey P. Long stuff that's casually mentioned when you go take a tour of the Capitol. And it's supposedly a pencil stuck in there, which is not a pencil. Apparently, it's a scrap piece of wood that looks like a pencil.
Right.
I don't know. Like, there's so much that I know a little bit of, but like, you guys are diving deep.
Oh, yeah.
And I
want to know their blood type.
I think that's where our experience, like with what we studied in school, comes into play because as history minors, what you did was just write papers.
That's
or
all
you
you
walked
did.
into class and
Maybe that's why I failed. I don't know.
you were told a story. You know, you walked in and we had wonderful professors. For example, I took an entire semester class on just the JFK assassination.
And that professor was famous for, he would walk in the next week to class and be like, where did I leave off? And they'd be like, blah, blah, blah. And he'd be like, okay. And he would just sit on his desk. He wouldn't have a book.
He wouldn't have a computer.
Go.
He would walk in with a cup of coffee and ask you.
He just knew it.
Yep.
Wow.
And we took one test that whole semester. And he's passed away since. I feel so bad. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I looked him up the other day, too. Because also, fun fact, someone from Louisiana was tied into possibly to the JFK murder assassination.
Yeah,
Go listen to the episode about Carlos
all roads
Marcello.
tend to lead to Louisiana.
Yep.
Why?
It's crazy. Dude, go listen to our episode about Carlos
Marcelo.
Or Marcello.
The New Orleans Mafia.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't want the mob to come after me.
Yeah.
That was where our lawyer really fussed at us because in that episode.
She was like, you mentioned the mafia, and then you mentioned that I was your lawyer. What are y'all doing? And I was like, sorry.
Yeah. So I've heard a couple of things. I'm not going to say any more than that.
Yeah.
But, there's connections.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, brother.
I know some people that are connected, and that's as far as I'm willing to go. with
Right.
it.
I think historically a lot of roads lead to Louisiana because one, it was a place in the United States where you could go to have fun.
Or
and,
go to do crime.
Or
The city of New Orleans was built by criminals. Like, actually, they sent their criminals to go do the work.
Yeah.
And build it. So, like, New Orleans was destined to be, and I love New Orleans. I love New Orleans. But that was a wild place.
But it was also a place historically where the elite would go. Like,
to have fun.
I don't know if you're familiar with the Gone with the Wind, but that's where Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler went on their honeymoon. They went to New Orleans, Louisiana. And so I know, of course, they're
Vegas,
fictional, but it was
like.
It's where people of all different classes could go and commingle.
And have some sort of fun, legal or not.
And it's why it's the beautiful place that it is today, I think.
There's so many cultures. You could go 20 minutes up the road and not understand the person that's talking to you because of their accent.
That's South Louisiana in general.
Right.
Oh, 100%. That's the state. I love
Let's ask him about P-Ro and P-Rog.
Oh, my God.
Don't
dude.
get me started.
So you probably get a lot of comments, obviously, being a very... So we filmed a video, one of our videos after we started that went kind of viral where we were like, how do you pronounce P-Ro? What is the name of this?
This was our first hate comment. That's how I knew we made it.
Yes.
We were getting hate comments.
And we were like, well, some people in Louisiana say P-Ro, but people in certain regions say P-Rog.
Like, we've got some family that are, south of the Mississippi River. I say south of like Pontchartrain, I guess, that say P-Rog. Like all my friends and all my people that are from like Laplace say P-Rog. Well,
you would have thought we walked into people's homes
and punched their mom in the face.
They're like, y'all are wrong.
Y'all are stupid. Y'all are posers. Y'all are not from Louisiana. And I was like, I'm from like the bottom of the boot, baby. Don't tell me I'm not from here.
So
how do you say it?
I say P-Ro.
Same.
We
That's
do
what we
too.
say.
Okay, cool. So we're not
P-Ro.
But we did get people a lot in the comments that were like, nope, I'm from this place and I say P-Rog. It is definitely a thing.
We say P-Rog. And there's a restaurant in Garyville, Louisiana called P-Rogs. And I think that's why a lot of them say P-Rog, but it just...
I think that depending on what part of the state you're from, you say something so many times and the culture in that area just adopts that. So for a good example, there's a lot of things in Lafayette area that are said incorrectly that people have just accepted. And there are things that are said the correct way that nobody, it just depends. But so for example, the city name Lafayette is not the correct way to say it. It's like Lafayette or something like that. It's kind of like that, but like there's a little nuance to it. But it's so Americanized at this point that it's just Lafayette.
Like,
or shorten it Laffy.
Exactly, Laffy. Because that's what I say usually.
We always just, so I used to work for Tulane in New Orleans. I worked for the football team. And I did a lot of the recruiting trips and things like that. And I would always tell the families and the new players that that's how we tell people who aren't from, especially New Orleans, is if they say New Orleans
or Nolans. Do not say Nolans.
That's not how it's New Orleans, like Orlin.
And our producer, he's from Colorado.
Yeah,
Colorado.
And he can't stand when we say we're going to make groceries. We're going to make groceries, and he's like, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Or we're going,
we're fixing to get down.
Yeah, where I'm fixing to go here.
I'm about to manger. Like, I'm hungry. Yeah. He's like, what are y'all talking about?
Where are you fixing? What do you mean you fixing to get down? What are you
Right. Like, I'm coming record an episode. Or
we're going record an episode.
And he's like, okay, grammar's out the window. Yeah. And we're like, yeah.
But the thing is, when you think about the most unique places in the country, Louisiana is one of the most unique places.
It has a lot of unique
cultures. Where it's the melting pot of the country.
Like, okay, and like you said, this is not political or anything like that, but I am of the thought process that people here believe or think or make themselves believe that we're not culturally diverse. When we have some of the most culturally diverse sections of this state.
You're 100% right.
Like, because like Spanish and French, you're scratching the surface.
Yeah.
Like we've got Cajun, we've got Creole. Like you ain't even.
And we got mixes of them.
100%.
Then we got redneck from North Louisiana.
Right.
Like
100%.
Like, so I got a little bit of redneck. I got a little bit of Cajun in me.
Right.
Which why the wig fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Joe Darby.
Yeah. So it's just fascinating to me the amount of people that think the South is so
it's like one-dimensional.
Close-minded.
Close-minded. And we have to deal with the most amount of different people here.
100%.
Like you go to, this is just statistical. Places like Oregon. Oregon has like less than 10%, less than 5% black people.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of the most whitest places
But
in
they're
the country.
considered
Sounds kind of
super
boring.
open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? I'm
Sounds
sorry.
kind of boring.
It does.
Yeah, honestly.
It sounds like white chicken. It's
Yes,
seasoned
yes.
white chicken.
100%.
Yeah.
Because because I grew up racing, drag racing. So that was not something you did locally. I was all over the country. And a lot of my northern friends would be like, oh, y'all are from the South. Like that close-minded. And I was like, y'all go to New Orleans. I'll show y'all some stuff y'all ain't never seen before. Like, we're the most open-minded
You want some of the
people.
best chicken you've ever had in your life? Let's go to the Stop and Go gas station.
Literally.
The gas
Where you can
station.
also get
Yeah.
a handle of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your gas, get your some of the
Liquor.
best cuisine in the state, like,
Oh,
right there,
my
and
God.
get your fifth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, man. Last
yeah.
time we stopped and tried to get alcohol at a gas station in Florida, I said, like, ma'am, where's your, like, liquor? And she said, what parish in Louisiana are you from? And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you can't get liquor at this Walgreens? You know?
Or, like, on a Sunday?
Yeah, they don't sell it at all on
Dude,
Sundays.
I know, that's wild.
The Bible said, Jesus turned water into wine, brother. Like, let's party. It's crazy.
Dude, right.
Fermented or not, we don't know. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned New Orleans a little earlier, and there was something that you were talking about, and whenever you think of like New Orleans, and for places, example, contrast, or I say contrast, very similar, like Las Vegas. I feel like Las Vegas was named just because Sin City. Why name Las Vegas Sin City when you got New Orleans here that is literally
Let's
the
compare crime
cittiest
rates.
of sin?
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Oh, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Maybe because of the gambling, but if I want to gamble, I'm going to New Orleans as well.
Yeah.
I guess because it's right up the road.
Yeah, New Orleans
But
has gambling. They have hookers.
The
they
food's
have
way better.
The food's way better than
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
And it's way cheaper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you-
Like-
dude.
My brother-in-law is screaming right now.
My husband loves Vegas.
If my brother-in-law could go to Las Vegas once a week, I think he would.
Like
I like Vegas
it is,
too.
but it
He
is
loves
totally
He's
different.
had my 30th birthday planned since I was like 17, since he met
Yeah,
me.
but I think what New Orleans does that is unique. I think it's the people that
yeah.
makes it different. Because like when you go to Las Vegas, you're not meeting. Well, I haven't met like a local, like a native of Vegas, just in
Is that a
in a
thing?
bar that I'm sitting at.
No, they're
Right.
not going to be there,
Right.
especially on a strip.
They're like, God, we
locals
hate-
of Vegas are not. They're
Right.
working.
They're
Correct.
working.
That's it.
But in New Orleans, it is very different. And I think that's what people like. Because when I'm doing my work at Tulane in the football recruiting office, especially Tulane, but that school, which is in uptown New Orleans, 90% of the students that go there are not from Louisiana.
Yeah.
And so when they come here, they are in complete awe of how nice people are, how good the food is.
Because you'll sit down in a bar, meet a nice older woman, she's like, Shabby, let's pass a good time.
Yeah,
like,
let's just hang
talk.
out, let's talk. So I think that is the difference, is that you can, we don't care who you are in Louisiana. Like, come on,
Yeah.
as long as you're nice, that's fine. At least that goes for us.
No, I think you guys got it. I mean, and that's almost every episode of this podcast. I'm always asking people, especially if they're not originally from here, what made you stay in Louisiana? Because there's people that move here out of state that marry usually it's a woman they marry, because you can't make a woman leave her family.
Nope.
She's staying.
Right.
And so typically it's family first, but then just the overall culture, the way people connect here and communicate, there's a difference here that you can probably find pockets of around the country, but here it's so unique.
Yep.
And you mentioned we're super nice. Mm-hmm. There's a layer of that you can unfold like an onion, but for the most part, we will accept anybody onto the back patio.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what?
Yes.
You hungry? Come over. We probably have crawfish cooking. We probably have a pot of gumbo somewhere.
Yeah.
Grab a pack of cigarettes and meet me on the porch.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
oh yeah.
We're gonna talk about this, whatever you're dealing with, type of thing.
Oh yeah.
But whenever you leave the patio,
You're on your own.
you're on your own,
Yeah.
and
Right.
look, they're gonna talk about you.
Right. Oh yeah.
They're gonna dissect you, and you're just gonna go about your merry way, thinking, "I just met the nicest people." They are nice.
They say, bless your heart.
Bless your
yes.
heart. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, come sit by me.
My English teacher in middle school used to say, "Bless your little heart," and we kids thought that was the nicest
She's so
thing.
nice.
No.
Yeah, nope.
And let me tell you, and she was one of my favorite teachers, Miss Joseph. She was a black lady. Apparently, she was my mom's teacher at one point, which is wild.
Yeah.
And I thought that was crazy. I was like, she's still living?
Right.
Anyway, yeah, she was just very nice, but she was letting you know, like,
Our grandmother
Yes.
was one of those people.
Oh Lord bless
And
it.
R.I.P. one of the coolest ladies ever, Carol Kay. I think it's the cadence and the way Southern women talk, where they could be saying the most awful things, but in the nicest way. Like our
Right.
grandma would
Y'all,
say,
we need to pray
we
for
need to pray for
Bethany
her.
because
Oh, you
her
need to
son
pray for
is
her for
crazy.
sure.
or
Yes.
she would say things like, "That girl ain't got the sense God gave a goose."
Yes.
And
Oh, my
she's
gosh.
saying that girl is stupid.
So stupid.
But it's like we need to pray for her. And it's the way I
Right.
think that it is said.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
and gossiping is a sport.
Oh, yes.
Like
My grandma taught me how to read people.
I miss my grandma solely for the fact, like, when I have tea on somebody and I can't get in touch with him, I'm like, God, I wish KK was still here,
our
because you know
grandma
who I
would be
could
like,
gossip with?
oh, yeah.
Her. Like she had it
She
to a
poured
sport.
a drink. You'd sit on her
And
front porch swing.
She worked for the sheriff's department
So she had the
in the
tea.
narcotics division.
Man.
So not only did she know everybody, she could look up, like, let me see who's been arrested lately. And she could just look it up.
Oh, yeah.
She knew who'd been arrested, who'd been divorced, who was on child support. Just
If I was out at a bar when I shouldn't have been,
we both have gotten caught with
her
under.
undercovers would call her grandma. That phone would ring at
You know
11:45.
Caleb's at the bar, right?
Yep. I'd say KK. We called her KK.
KK.
I'd answer, "What the hell are you doing at the Brown Door in Hammond,
She
Louisiana?
said,
You better
because
get your little butt home."
She was in charge of all the undercover cops for the narcotics.
Love it.
I will never forget. There's this bar, the Brown
The
Door,
Brown Door.
Hammond,
R.I.P.
Louisiana.
Possibly.
Recently, possibly closed because they were selling alcohol to minors,
Oh,
which,
yeah, can't do that.
hello.
Right.
Of course, I went to school at Southeastern. So she knew all the undercover cops. Well, I go into the Brown Door with all my friends. I'm old enough to get in. I'm not old enough to drink. I will say that, right?
Yeah.
But that's where you went to the Brown Door, you know. So I'm sitting there, and there was this guy who was in there who you could tell did not belong. Like,
Because
he
if
was
you're not between 18 and 21,
right. It's
you're
like,
not at the Brown
why
Door.
are you here? He was much older than everybody. He was sitting by himself, and we're like, oh, whatever. Some time passes. I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom, and he is standing right by the door.
Why?
And I'm like, I'm very like startled. And he says, "Are you Katie?" And I was like,
Nope.
Right.
and I didn't answer. And he said, "Are you Sergeant Morse's granddaughter?"
Oh, snap.
And she
and
was
I
like,
said-
"Oh, yeah."
Yeah. And he said, "You have 4 minutes to get out of here, because I know for a fact you are not 21,
And we're about to raid
and
this
we're about to
place."
we're about to give out MIPs."
Dang.
And I said, yes, sir, please don't tell my grandma. And I went and grabbed my friends and I was like, we got to go. Why? We don't. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, no.
We have got to go.
We were the opposite because KK would just help me with my stuff.
Because
there
he's
was
the
a
baby.
stack on her desk that just said like Caleb's crap because I was the baby.
R.I.P. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, this for legal purposes, this was a bit.
As soon as I got outside, my phone started ringing. What are you doing at the brown door where the
Kati
dope
Morse
heads
would
hang
kill
out?
you.
And I'm like, please don't tell Dad. Please don't tell Mom and Dad I was drinking. She's like, I'm coming to get you, and we were coming to my house. That's where dope heads hang out. And I'm like, please don't tell Mom and Dad. Which, of course, in the grand
And it's
scheme of
not
things,
where dope heads hang out.
It's not.
I loved it.
But
there.
she was the one in charge of the people giving out MIPs, going on drug
Right.
busts, going on. She was a cool lady. She had a really cool job.
She had the tea.
She had literally the tea on everybody.
Yeah.
So what's interesting, you have all that information, and I feel like in the medical industry, that's why HIPAA was created.
Correct.
So that the tea couldn't
she was
get
definitely telling us things she shouldn't have.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
But she was the woman where it's like they knew if she wasn't there, stuff wasn't going to get done. Like Miss Carol was in charge. And so she's like, what they going to do, fire me? You know, like, okay, you know.
All right,
but
queen.
everybody loved her. Like, she was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
What they gonna do? Fire me? Well, they could.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, they'll be up a creek.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was a very interesting lady. And I think that's where we get a lot of it from. People ask us, where do y'all get the...
She was like that. One of our grandpas was kind of in a politician role. Our other grandpa was a Baptist preacher. Every woman in our family almost is an educator. So like we were bred for entertaining.
Yeah.
And like
Performance.
holding an audience. We were made for that.
Yeah.
Well, we have a bunch of comments
Yay.
Oh, okay.
still. And
I hope they're nice. Please be nice. Please be nice.
Well, I don't know why I can't scroll up, but okay, I'm gonna read the ones that I can see, and a
Okay.
lot of them are Aaron. Aaron's a big fan here. So it is 11:07, and this was from 10:57 on down. So he goes, in Louisiana, we have some of the nicest people, best food, and great culture. I've been to so many different states. Nothing comes close to Louisiana, and we've had, if we had mountains, definitely #1 state in the country.
Amen.
I agree.
He also says it's crazy because Walmart's here. He said Walmart's with an S here in Louisiana have 2 aisles dedicated to alcohol. Other states can't even comprehend how alcohol is sold here.
Right.
Yes.
And then
Good point, Aaron.
yeah, then he's just talking with somebody else there. But yeah, I mean that's true. I've been to other states, Memphis. We went to Memphis, Tennessee, and a couple of areas there for like a car show. And when we come into town, people are like, "Where are you guys
Yep.
from?" Like,
Yes.
Like they think you're from the moon.
yeah,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
we don't operate like this around here.
Why are you drinking a beer? It's 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
It's Saturday. You
Yeah.
can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning, Barbara.
Right.
Like,
How am I going to get a buzz by 2 in the afternoon?
exactly. If I don't start right now.
There are certain people that we've met who are from other parts of the country that did not believe that we have drive-through daiquiri shops.
Oh, I took my friends down
That's
in the
so
Mardi
common,
Gras.
too.
Oh my Lord! It was shout out again, Nikki and Morgan. I keep
Yeah,
talking
we
about
met
them.
these girls
From
on
Oklahoma
a
and
vacation.
Texas.
We on a cruise.
cruise.
I took Caleb on a cruise for his college graduation.
Yes.
and we met these girls and
Became,
really good friends with them. We still
immediately.
talk to them, and
They
came down for
to
Mardi Gras.
like
yeah.
3 months after our cruise and stayed with us. And then I remember Mom being like, "Do y'all need, any drinks?" And blah blah. I was like, "No, we're gonna hit Stray Cats,
Which is a daiquiri
drive-through
shop.
daiquiri
Yeah,
shop."
yeah.
Much to- and they both were like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
So then I pull up to the drive-through and I'm like, "I'll take this with an extra shot, blah blah blah. Let me get a frozen rum and Coke." And then 2, blah, blah, blah. It's sweet. You'll like it. Like, whatever. And then, like, I get the drink, and they were like, "What? What's going on?"
You're like, is this illegal?
and I was like, "No, it's legal." And she was like, "That's an open container." And I was like, "Nope. You see that painter's tape on the top covering the straw hole? We good."
Yeah.
And they were like, "What?" And then we got on the causeway, and good Lord, they thought that was terrifying. But they were shook. They still talk about it all the time. Like,
Yeah,
let's go to
yeah.
Stray Cats. I'm like, come on down. Come on down to P-Town, girl.
Yeah, Ponchatoula. It's this daiquiri shop and billiards hall in Ponchatoula.
Okay.
Stray
Man.
Cats.
And
Shout out Stray Cats.
They get down with the get down,
Yeah.
brother. On Saturday nights, I have a band.
All right.
Some nights karaoke. You'll see me there.
Yeah. Look, even though I was born and raised in Louisiana, there are still some things that fascinate me about this state and how we get away with things.
Everything.
I'm like, first of all, the daiquiris in the car, I'm still baffled. Literally, okay, a piece of tape is what's separating you from jail.
Yes.
Yes. That right there. But you could just literally pull up the lid and take a little sip. Now, I'm not trying to expose secrets or anything.
Right.
But you just pull up the lid, and the tape is still there. It's not tampered with.
Yep.
In our episode about David Irvin, the daiquiri factory guy, we show a clip from back in the 80s in Louisiana when they started enforcing no drinking and driving. You would have thought people were getting shot.
Pissed.
There was a guy in the 80s, they were interviewing him, and he was like, man, like a hardworking man, I just finished a 12-hour shift. You telling me I can't sit in my truck, have a couple beers before I go home to my wife? Like, people, and then one lady was like, what are they going to do next? Tell us we have to wear a seatbelt?
Literally,
like,
you can look up this clip.
like the
It's
80s,
this
man.
woman is driving a single cab truck
With
and
a
has
baby
her
not strapped in.
toddler sitting next to her in the front
Oh,
seat.
yeah, for sure.
and
she's
probably
like-
has a cigarette.
She's like, it's unpatriotic. They're going to start telling us we got to wear seatbelts. And I'm like, what was happening? Like, because,
But then on the other hand, I'm like, why was I not born in the 80s, man?
well, we
Like,
could have afforded a home and, you know.
Yeah, I should have been investing in property when I was in the womb.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in the 80s, but I don't remember any of the
I
wildness.
wanted to be like, I wanted to grow up in the 80s, like born
Right,
in the
right.
70s.
Like our parents.
Like,
yeah, be a
lived-
teenager in the 80s.
Wow, see,
Whew.
that'd be a whole nother world right
Oh,
there.
heck yeah, dude.
That's
Oh,
why.
yeah.
That's why the people that are of age now to be 50, 60. That's why they say you got soft hands. Like
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they were grinding. In
Oh,
a
yeah.
way.
My
Yeah.
dad right now is building a boat shed that's
Yeah.
like 40 foot long and 30 feet tall. He asked me to get on scaffolding the other day. I was like, you need to stimulate the economy,
Yeah,
old
and
man.
hire somebody.
Hire somebody. And he was like, Caleb, you got soft hands, brother. You got to
Yeah,
get up
soft
here. And I was
hands,
like,
Yeah,
oh
you,
my
you
God,
would love
no.
our dad. Our dad is a recurring character on our show. Our fans love our dad.
Man.
Yeah, he's definitely a Renaissance man. He's an accountant by trade, but he jokes he's a redneck that learned how to do math.
Yes.
Okay.
Smartest man
Yeah.
with numbers I've ever met in my life.
Yeah,
But like, can run a hoop net, a trot line, built
built our
parents'
house.
beautiful house
Yeah.
with his two hands. Like, they don't make them like that no more.
No, they
including
don't.
me. I told Dad from the jump, like when I started working, I was like, PK, we call him Papa Kelly. I was like, PK, your son's gonna be an economy stimulator.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like,
pay people to
I can't
do
do
work.
this, but boy, can I order it. Like, hell yeah. Like, I live in a subdivision now. I pay someone to cut my grass, and my dad's got like acres and acres and
And
tractors.
he cuts. And
Oh,
it's
that's his
not-
favorite
yeah.
thing.
If he's just trying to avoid mom, your dad's outside working on the tractor. I'm like, he's listening to bluegrass.
Yeah.
Just driving the tractor in a circle.
Yeah.
Like,
It probably has a beer in the cup holder.
well, shockingly,
Shock-
our dad has never drank
Our
in his
dad's
life.
high.
What?
Our dad's high on
High
life.
on life.
That's our
Wow.
family lore. He's high on life.
He has never drank. He doesn't get the point. Now, he'll pick me up if I drink too much. God bless
Yeah.
him. But he does not drink.
That
He's our
is
DD
wild.
all
Like,
the
I'm not a
time.
big drinker at all, but like I like a twist of tea here and there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Right, he does
I like a
not-
good
nothing.
quality margarita every now and then.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can only do ones, like especially the Mexican restaurants around here. I can only do one.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah. They'll
Yeah.
load you up.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
time, I don't know the name of the place that we go to, but we have very good friends who live here in Lafayette, Tommy and Emily Abear, and they were both in me and my husband's wedding. And every time they bring us to this little hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant, and every time I have been there, I don't know what
You remember the name?
it.
What
no,
part of town? Do you know?
Don't
I'm gonna
they-
have to text her and
Do
ask
they live in
her.
Lafayette or Youngsville?
No, they do now. They used to live.
You're right. You're right.
They live out by the camp out by campus. I'll have to ask them and see, but
Yeah.
it is
There's a couple of hole-in-wall Mexican restaurants around here that.
and it's one where
Yeah.
they've had karaoke.
Okay.
It was pre-COVID the last time we went there, but every time I've been, I'm like, this place is awesome.
Be careful, the floor's on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
walking
Yeah.
out stumbling. Now you can't.
No, now I can't. Yeah, I'm with child.
Yeah. You got to be careful.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of eating. I make up for it with
There you go.
Me too.
snacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other day, Caleb was like, like you can't pronounce it like that.
Like, I'm starting to get, well, like, you're pregnant. My coworker I work with is pregnant. I work really
You're
close
doing
with
the
her.
sympathy weight thing.
Oh, yeah. And
His
then my
roommate's
roommate
pregnant.
is
Yeah.
like 8.5 months pregnant. So, like, we were talking the other day, and she always does this thing where she's like, and then I did it, and then we were talking, and I started rubbing my stomach, and I was like,
What are you?
it's just
what
like,
are you-
Caleb, I'm pregnant, you're not. And I'm like, okay. But when she wants food, when she's craving like a whole pie,
You're like,
I
I'll eat
also
some.
eat the pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Look.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I,
I
love
didn't think that was a thing, but it's a thing. Like weird cravings.
As
and
long as
stuff.
I don't get sympathy birthing pains, I'm in the
No,
clear.
yeah, no, nobody wants that. What kind of weird cravings do you have? Do you have anything yet?
breakfast foods.
Okay.
Or like food I have not eaten since college, like McDonald's.
Well, you haven't eaten McDonald's since college?
She's not a big fast foodie person.
I had McDonald's just recently.
Oh, we had it, this, morning. We had it on the way here.
Okay, good.
Because of course, you know, I've watched documentaries and like learning what's in the food and this and that. But
I don't care.
I was just driving one day. I was early in the first trimester, and I was like, you know what sounds really good? French fries from McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, it's like I opened some kind of wormhole.
Mm-hmm.
And every day I'm like, I have to have a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit from McDonald's or I
Mm-hmm.
may die.
Look, I'm telling you, the McGriddles are life.
Yes.
I love a
Me too.
McGriddle so
Oh
bad.
man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No.
And making them at home doesn't hit the same
No.
either.
It does. It's not
I've
the same.
tried.
No, McDonald's at home don't work.
Exactly.
The hash browns, you can buy the ones in the store and deep fry them,
Yeah.
and they're close because that's what they do there. But the McGriddles, there's something about them. And
Yep.
Isn't that what you got this
Yeah,
morning?
surely is.
Yeah.
Surely
We
is.
drove here and I was like, do you mind if we stop at McDonald's on the way? He's like, I was just about to ask you the same thing. I'm
Just
like,
Dolly Parton
cool.
sleep on her back. You better get off this exit.
Cool. Yeah, so that's been it for me is breakfast food.
Yeah,
It-
okay.
or
Me too.
anything you can eat at like Cracker Barrel or
Dude, the crackers love Cracker Barrel. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
I
The
love
crackers
Cracker
get on the
Barrel, I
assembly
do.
line and make their way into or
the
whatever.
barrel.
Yes.
Yeah. Any kind of just eggs, cheese, biscuits, pancakes,
Yeah.
bacon.
Dude, my thing is French toast.
Okay.
I love French toast.
I forget about French toast.
What?
Oh,
is-
you know what I did the other day, and you'll love this, I think. I fried bacon,
Mm-hmm.
and then I dipped the bacon in pancake batter.
Oh.
And then fried the pancake, dipped that in syrup.
Wow.
You said
Oh
take
my
this
God.
diabetes.
Man.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right.
Oh,
Hey.
speaking of, Papa Kelly.
Oh, we'll have to.
Sorry, Dad, I'm filming.
Yeah.
I feel
We'll
like
call him
Kris
on the way
Jenner all
home.
the time. I can't talk, I'm filming.
Oh, Kris Jenner. Speaking of, I don't want to go down a wormhole of that, but that's a whole situation.
Oh, he's your pop culture person. He's
Oh, yeah.
he's your Bravo celebrity pop
I could
culture.
sit here and talk about Real Housewives, any franchise.
Yes.
For
I
5
cannot.
hours.
So, okay, my wife, if she's listening, she says she would be. She loves Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, I'm rewatching Atlanta right now.
We look. She has the season, all the seasons. She gets through them, and then she starts back over, and we go through them again. And
It's
I'm
a
like,
comfort show.
Has she started Salt Lake City or Potomac yet?
no, she's just stuck on Atlanta, and I don't know what it
Okay.
is. She loves Nene.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's why
Real
I
Nene. Yeah.
That's why I restart it, is because Nene falls off for a while.
Yep.
I just restart it and watch the early seasons with Nene. But
Yeah.
tell her the pro said Potomac and Salt Lake City, you will have to peel her off of the TV.
Oh,
So good. Oh my God,
all
it's
right,
so
all
good.
right. Look, we watched so much Real Housewives of Atlanta this whole year so far that we literally went to Atlanta for the first time in early summer. We wanted to go to Atlanta.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, we've seen that.
On
We've
TV,
seen that.
yes.
Yeah.
Like there was a couple places we wanted to go to, but we had our 9-year-old, so we were like, we couldn't go to certain places, but like, we just wanted to go to Atlanta to be there and to see what it
Yeah.
was like. And dude, Atlanta's great. It's
Oh
like
yeah, that was cool.
The home of Chick-fil-A.
Amen.
right, and apparently there's a Dorf House. Do you know what the Dorf House is?
No.
No.
Okay, boom, I know.
Okay.
Big thing here. So Chick-fil-A has a thing called the Dorf House, and they serve full breakfast. And of course, lunch and all that stuff. But like, waffles. You can get them at the Chick-fil-A.
I'm gonna have to ask Brittany Marino.
we have
Her
to
brother
go.
works at Chick-fil-A corporate. One of my best friends. So Brittany,
we have to go.
Just Google Dwarf House.
Okay.
You'll land on the Chick-fil-A website, and it's this house with a little bitty door.
Love. I'm
And
hooked.
it's a dwarf house.
there.
And we wanted to go so bad, but we made the worst rookie mistake. So we were there for like 3 days, and we were wanting to try a bunch of different places. And we said, okay, well, we can't go to the dwarf house today, which was on a Saturday. We'll just go tomorrow.
Oh, Sunday.
And
Yeah.
we got lost of time.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, well, we're leaving today. And then we wake up that day to go to the dwarf house because on our way out, we were leaving on Sunday.
Right.
I forgot that
close on
Chick-fil-A
Sunday. Yep.
had to be Jesus-loving people.
Yep.
Yeah.
We closed on
They
Sundays.
closed. And
Also,
I'm like,
great marketing tactic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because do you know when you crave Chick-fil-A?
It's on a
Sundays.
On
Sunday.
a Sunday, the Lord's Day. And
Exactly.
you can't
Because
get it.
it's the Lord's calories.
Yes.
Amen. They
And
don't
it doesn't
count.
count.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It goes straight to the heart, but not the physical heart.
Yeah.
The spiritual heart.
Spiritual heart.
Amen.
Oh God, this is great. So a guy who I had on the podcast recently, his name is Gerald Lee. He's on TikTok.
Hi, Gerald.
He went viral. He got like a video that had like over, I want to say 20 million views.
Cool.
That's a lot.
He hit big.
Wow.
And do you know what this video was? He stood in front of the camera and said, "Does my shirt look better tucked in or untucked?"
Oh.
He's a gay man, and so
Yeah.
he was just like trying
Right.
to feel
He's like,
himself.
do I?
Like, what
And
do I
so,
do? What do I
like,
do?
He was
Okay.
just kind of doing the whole like, show your body off thing, and he was like, "Does it look better untucked and tucked?" And the comments were like, "Oh yeah, it's so much better tucked.
Right.
It fits your vibe better." But like, I was like, "Man, this is really cool." And then I learned he was from Lafayette. I'm like, "Hold up."
Perfect. Yeah.
Right.
So I got him on, but he commented. He said, "Ben, the wig, I'm crying."
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
It's working.
Yes. Gerald, man, I appreciate you tuning in. Man, we are at an hour and 11 minutes.
Wow. Nice.
I know. We're cruising. What's next for you guys is to keep going, but like, what do you hope to see from the evolution of this? So you're just over a year into this, and like, do you hope this gets bigger than you guys? Like, do you want to make this your full-time gig?
Yes.
Like,
Absolutely.
tell me the goal of this.
I would definitely want this to be my full-time job at some point. Right now, my goal is kind of to try to get on reality TV. Maybe The Traitors,
Caleb
Big
was
Brother.
made for reality television.
Yes, and boy, can I lie. So, like,
Yeah.
I would do so well on Big Brother, Traitor, CBS. I'm looking you in the face. I would do so good there. So I'm hoping I could possibly get on reality TV, and then this would blow up. I'd never have to work again.
Right.
But I
And
would also love it
that
to
is
do it
also
on
my
its own.
goal is for him to do that because then I
Yes.
can just manage his affairs.
But I think this could provide for both of us on its own merit because we just
Hopefully.
keep getting bigger. Thank God.
And that our goal starting out, which still is, when we sat down and literally made a PowerPoint presentation to show to our parents to
be the
basically
investors.
convince our dad to give us money to do 3 months of pre-production. We were like, our goal is if it pays for itself and we are having fun, we have accomplished what we want to accomplish. And we're doing that.
Yeah, and now a year in, I look back to a year ago and I'm like, what?
Right.
No. Like now I'm like, no, I want to employ myself.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to make
Oh, yeah.
money.
Because it's
Like,
fun.
It is.
It's fun.
And
getting
imagine what we
to-
could do if we just did this.
Yeah, I
This
know.
is us working. I've got 2 other jobs.
And
So do you.
Right.
So like this is job number 3 for both of us.
Well, I don't think we talked about what do you guys do in general.
So I am an insurance professional at Stone Insurance Incorporated. Shout out, love them. And then I've obviously got our company together in the show, and I'm also a high school tennis coach,
Okay.
which you can tell by my physique.
Yeah.
Oh
he's
yeah, you are
obviously.
Tennessee.
Right.
The only
physical
10 I
shape.
see. Yeah.
Period.
So I am VP at Fidelity Bank, which we actually just opened a branch
Ooh.
in Lafayette. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fancy.
And I am over all of the women-owned businesses at Fidelity Bank. It's our power program.
Yeah.
I love my job. And not that Caleb doesn't love his job,
Right.
but I am. So I do that, do the podcast, but I also have my own business called the Redhead Method, where I'm a keynote speaker for hire. And I teach digital habits. So I go across the country to classrooms and conferences and teach people how to have positive relationships with their digital devices.
How to make it a tool, not a toy.
A tool, not a toy. See, he's been to Redhead Method workshops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recently went to Fort Worth last month to speak at the National Veterinary Conference and did seminars on how to not get addicted to your screen and how to let your devices work for you, not against you. That's what I did my studies in college. I have 2 degrees in communication, digital communication. But I'm just a history nerd who loves, working on social media, online. But our goal, I would love to see this grow. I would love to do more live shows across the state. Obviously, we have a huge following where we're from in Hammond, Ponchatoula, Tangipahoa Parish. But to be able to explore more of the state on the podcast's behalf.
I want to be regional.
Yeah.
Yes. I want
Because
to go more places.
our listeners it's about 75% live in the state of Louisiana, but we have about 30-ish% that don't. And it's people
email us and
who
we
just
love your show.
state.
Now I just want to come to Louisiana and blah, blah, blah. And I love that when someone's not from here.
Right. But we would love to use the podcast to be able to physically go explore more of the state and show it off. We think that we are really great ambassadors for the whole state. And so I think long term, we would love to be ambassadors for Louisiana tourism.
That would be my dream job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we'd be...
Billy Nungesser,
We're looking
at you.
in the eyes, brother.
But just to not show off just the areas that we're from or that we go to all the time.
Right.
But other places that even we don't know about.
Even things north of I-10 and all that good stuff, as they say. Yeah.
Yes. Because it is interesting and it is fun, and we're never going to run out of material. That's the beautiful thing.
Never.
No, especially with the state.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's too much.
Yeah. And we get emails all the time, of stuff that we think we kind of have a running list in our head, and then we'll get an email and we're like, oh, we've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Let's add that to the list.
Yes, absolutely.
Dude.
So if anybody has any suggestions for us, they can email us at bigbadboot@gmail.com. Thebigbadboot@gmail.com. Thebigbadboot.com
Coming soon.
is almost done. Praise Jesus.
Yes.
So that'll be everybody's one-stop shop for all things. We have merch for sale. We have a lot of fun, comfy things with our sayings on them. Caleb's a quip machine, so a lot of funny things he says we have on shirts.
Oh yeah.
But so another layer of your podcast is very comedic.
Yes.
Obviously, you guys can gab.
Oh yeah.
Very well. But would you call yourselves comedians?
It's hard, but people have asked us that, and I will say we are the people who, both in our own friend groups or in life, are funny, the funny ones.
Oh yeah. Erin calls me the performer all the time. She's like, I love introducing you to my other friends, because I'm like, we're going to dinner. Caleb's going to perform. And I'm like, what? And she's like, you just speaking. It's
but
hilarious.
we get it honestly, because our dad is our dad is a great storyteller. Our dad can hold court with anybody. Our mom is a teacher. Our mom holds court with 30 third graders
Screaming
every single
children.
day. But I've never considered myself a comedian, because it's not like
I'm not doing stand-up.
we're not planning the things we
could.
say. We're not writing jokes and testing them.
I'm just a funny human.
The dynamic, though, I don't think would work without the other.
Correct.
No, yeah.
It has to be us together.
Right.
I don't think we would be as strong by ourselves.
No, I have to MC something without you coming up, and I'm like, this is my first event to where they hired one of us separately to do something. I'm like,
yeah, it's for
okay.
and it's for, I think it's for Hammers and Heels, which is a nonprofit organization in Covington, St. Tammany area. But their event is in April, which is when I will be having my baby. And so I was like, sorry, I can't be there. Do you still want Caleb just to come? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, crap. Like, I'll be by myself, you know?
And pole greaser.
Oh, yes.
I'm officially Mardi Gras 2026 Royal Sonesta pole greaser this year.
Oh, so like the New Orleans pole. Okay.
He got picked to do 2026.
Which usually it's more like, I think, celebrities that get to do it usually.
Well, they handpick people to do it.
Right. So like I got that email 2 days ago and almost like pooped a brick. But that's another thing I have to do by myself.
You'll be fine.
But
They don't want me greasing a pole. I would be horrible for reality television simply
me.
because I am. If somebody like was mad at me, I would cry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll make you cry.
He's the opposite.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I would be great on Survivor.
Not me.
I would be great on Survivor or anything physical.
Big Brother, I would fake cry.
He'd
spin
win
it.
it.
Sad
Big
tail.
Brother,
They walk out. I look at the camera and I'm like, that was fake.
I can see Big Brother on you for sure.
He would
for
win,
sure.
and everyone loves him. He's everybody's best friend.
I don't know why.
It's
I've yet to figure it out because I'm not that nice.
We'll go places and they're like, "Oh, you're Caleb's sister," and I'm like, "I walked so he could run."
Girl, I'm
Caleb is
sprinting.
my brother.
I'm
sprinting.
You know, but I don't think the dynamic would work as well.
No,
without-
us together are, yeah,
Yeah.
Good job.
period.
All right, man. I love that. You guys are wild,
Oh,
man.
thanks.
A hoot and a holler.
It's called trauma.
Yes. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
yeah, for sure.
We have a lot of it.
It's just movie quotes and trauma in
Literally.
Louisiana history.
That's how we end every podcast in our little recording. Is like, and childhood trauma.
Sponsored by
Kelly and Abby Morse.
parents. Yeah, which we have no trauma.
No
we
trauma
have
with them.
Great parents.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Great childhoods. But
Yeah.
we've always been kind of the funny ones in the group. But I don't think we are comedians because we just kind of riff off of
Because
each other.
we're not doing bits.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's real.
I mean, I feel like the same. Like, I'm not a comedian, but do I say funny things? A lot of times I say them and I don't even realize it's funny.
Yes,
Yes,
that's
same.
it.
I'm just like, oh, y'all laugh?
yes. Oh, okay.
You
that
want more of
landed.
that?
Right. Oh, it
Then I
landed.
try,
Okay.
and then it's like, oh, I failed. If I think too hard into it, it's
right.
doesn't work out.
Right.
That's exactly it.
For sure. Because you can tell in our earlier episodes, I'm trying to be funny. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it didn't land. And as you get deeper in our episodes, that's when like our branded merch with like quotes started coming out and stuff like that.
You kind of hear us around episode 5 or 6,
really
like settle
take
in.
off. Like the studio started to feel like a second home at that
Yeah.
point.
And now we're 34 episodes in.
Oh, that's
no,
good.
36. I think 36 drops Monday.
Yeah.
So what's crazy is statistically, people fail at the 7th episode mark, roughly.
Man.
Yeah. So you guys have made that hurdle.
Yeah,
It's a good hurdle.
We're over 50,000 downloads. Well, we're over that, but we hit 50,000 downloads before episode like 25 or 30 or something like that. So
Which
I mean,
would put us in the top 5% of podcasts, and we wish we could go back in time and tell ourselves a year
oh
ago,
my gosh, like stop panicking.
don't
it's gonna
panic.
work.
It's you got to give yourself
Yeah.
time.
Because it was those first 3 months. There was a lot of phone calls to each other, squalling,
Saying
this
"Oh,
is not gonna work.
Is
What
this
are we
a
doing?
very
Like,
expensive hobby? Are we stupid?
I tell people all the time, like when they ask about the podcast, I'm like, honestly, we fell into it. I walked outside one day and was like, the economy's horrible. You know what? I'm gonna go into debt. Let me start a business with my sibling.
Right.
Like it just.
So you guys, this is a business for you guys.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
are an
we have
LLC.
an LLC.
Okay, wow. What is
Yeah.
the LLC called? Is it the Big
The Big Bad
Big
Boot
Bad Boot.
LLC.
Nice.
Yeah. And what's funny is a lot of people, they're like, the big bad boob, the big bad booty. Like, they're like, what is it? And we're like, no, boot. Like, the
Yes.
state is
Yeah.
shaped like a boot. And they're like, oh, I get it.
Right.
And then you got the Delcom Reeboks. I don't know if you knew that's what that was called. The logo
Yeah.
on the shirt or your car, the boot, the rubber boot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an
not know
ode
that.
to our dad. So our logo is like, has a lot of layers to it. Shout out
Yes.
to Aubrey Carrier, who designed our logo.
AWC Graphics.
If you look at it, so it's the two of us
Coming
popping
out
out
of
of the
a
top
boot.
of a boot with binoculars on.
because we're nosy.
We're nosy. We
Yeah.
love getting in other people's business. The boot is an ode to our dad because our dad was a shrimp boat captain.
There you go.
Still says it's his favorite job in the world.
Yes.
He's doing that again when he retires.
And the boot is in a puddle of blood, which some people have been like, oh, that's like a melted snowball. And we're like, no, it's
that's
blood. And then there's Mardi Gras beads draped over the boot. So it's
okay. I'm going to have to look at the blood part. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the puddle is red.
It's very subtle.
Because if you come to the house when Dad's outside, he's got a pair of white shrimp boots on.
that's his trademark.
Yeah.
So we
Mom's like, talk about me. Oh, poor baby. All the time, like 10 episodes in,
You're
she
a
was
teacher.
like, yeah, she was like, everyone wants to know about your daddy. And I'm like, well, love you too, Ma. Like,
Gosh. Okay. So I called him a Delcom Reebok. Have you ever heard of that term?
no.
they're Man Shack Reeboks. See, we're from
Dad calls them his Man Shack
There you go.
Skechers or
Reeboks.
Reeboks? Okay, his Man
Yeah.
Shack Reeboks.
So yeah, our dad had owned a shrimp boat for years and years and years going out of Man Shack.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, I guess regionally you call them different things.
Yes.
Right.
But in the greater Acadiana area, Delcom, the city of Delcom, has, it's huge seafood industry there. And so white shrimp boots are notoriously called Delcom Reeboks here. And so
I love that. Okay.
So it's cool that elsewhere they're called other
Shack.
Reeboks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Just the Reebok name is funny because it's not Reeboks. It's a
Right.
rubber boot. It's a white rubber boot.
It's a white rubber boot, and
Yep.
I've had like a pair of white rubber boots that someone gifted me that they painted. So I wear those a lot at our live events.
That was cool because it had like the state capitol on it, and then like our dad's shrimp boat on it, and crawfish. She did awesome.
Yeah, Mandy May, Fine Art in Ponchatoula. But yeah, the boot is a really big part of what we talk about because it encapsulates like our family and what we love. But it is, again, the state. It's the state
Yeah.
of Louisiana. And I think what makes the podcast unique, because we have gotten the question, like, why does it work? And we don't really know, but we're guessing is that it's not so niche to where it excludes people.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not just about New Orleans or just about true crime or just comedy. It's a combination of the whole state with our sibling shared brain with comedy. But
And
with,
a lot of people say their favorite part is the kiki. They're
Right.
like, y'all, the first 15 minutes of y'all just going with each other before you get in
Yeah.
is a lot of their favorite part.
yeah,
which
but you will
works.
learn something.
Yeah.
You will get to
You're
the
gonna
end of the
belly
episode
laugh.
and you'll go, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's my goal. That is
No,
my goal.
you have to have the value in it. There's got to be
Right.
value in
Right.
something. I mean, you can have the tangents and you can have the comedic relief, but the value in it is that you listen to a podcast. Most people listen to a podcast to gain something from it.
Right.
Correct.
Typically.
That's why we tell people all the time, they're like, me and my best friend want to start a show. I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm going to listen to Khloe Kardashian talk
'Cause
about
she's
anything.
famous.
Because
Yeah.
she's Khloe Kardashian. Nobody knows you.
Yeah.
We're not famous enough to talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Like
It's like the Haley Welch girl.
Haley Welch.
Oh my God, please
oh,
Haley
no.
Welch.
talk to it.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
okay. I know who that is.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. She got ironically famous for saying the stupidest thing. It's funny, but it's
Right.
stupid. And then decided, oh, I need a podcast.
Correct.
Why?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why? Nobody wants to listen to
And
you.
is it still there? Like
I don't really
I don't
think
know.
it is. And if it is,
same.
like,
I saw her starting one.
she started it and then crashed it, literally with the Bitcoin fiasco.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even really know what Bitcoin is 100%.
that's above my pay grade.
But-
But like, she created her own digital currency.
No.
With
The
somebody in
Hawk Tuah
partnership.
girl?
Yes.
Oh my
and basically, if you're not familiar with like stock market lingo, a lot of people are saying that she created a Ponzi scheme, which is basically you hype up a stock to get the numbers up, and then you, the hyper, says, "Oh, I'm going to sell all of my shares, take the money." And run
scoot.
and leave everybody else holding the bag.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not smart enough to do that.
No.
Don't worry about
Not
it.
at all.
I don't think she was either, but somehow
Yeah.
she did it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Dang.
but on the flip side too, it's almost awesomely not serious. Our show, meaning we take the research seriously. You're going to learn something.
Yeah.
But it's not like a self-help podcast
No.
or a professional development or we're not here to help you get better at anything in any way.
Right.
It is truly for fun.
Yes.
And I think that's the cool
I think
part
that's
is
what Louisiana likes in general.
yeah,
So.
Oh,
people
yeah.
listen to it when they're like, "Oh, I need a laugh. Let me listen to the Big Bad Boot."
Yeah.
It's not like, "Let me learn how to get better at my business," or "Let me learn how to be a better parent or communicator," or
Right.
whatever. It's let me learn about the guy that opened the first daiquiri shop in the state of Louisiana,
Right. Or the
And-
Rougarou or Marie
Right.
Laveau or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're almost at an hour and a half, and
Nice.
now I just want to like shoot some stuff at you and get your. Basically, I just want to riff a little bit. Okay, so with gumbo, you guys have had gumbo before.
yes.
Oh,
correct.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever made gumbo?
Our dad makes
A
it.
few times, but
I have not.
Dad.
Okay.
Because our dad makes it so
PK.
well, or and our cousin Heath makes it really
Oh my
well.
God, his pasta and
But
jambalaya.
I'm a chicken and sausage gumbo
Okay,
girl.
yeah.
I am too. I like a seafood
I will
gumbo,
eat seafood.
but chicken
I like chicken and sausage.
and andouille and
Yeah.
like tasso.
yeah.
That's my favorite
Okay,
kind.
you're vibing.
Yeah.
Do you know enough to know if it's based on roux or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So there's this thing with a 985 area coder.
Oh, that's our people.
Yeah. And he is swearing up and down and cross-eyed that 985 does not believe in using roux.
Our
False.
family does. Our family does roux.
Yeah.
So
we do.
And he's saying, a good gumbo is supposed to be made with cooking down onions, which you can use onions as a
You can
thickening
use the
agent.
Trinity,
Yeah, but
but
not.
you need a roux.
yeah,
Right.
our family definitely
And
uses
you need
a
a roux the correct way. Like when people do a roux that started with butter and flour, your butter's gonna burn. It's oil and
Yeah.
Yeah.
flour.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, oh yeah.
And
No.
look, and there's also the thing is like, do you make your own roux or do you use jar roux?
Right.
Our dad makes his own
Okay.
Yeah.
for sure.
So I know how to make it. I use jar.
Right.
I use
It's
Carrie's
just-
roux from Ville Platte.
Yeah.
They've made
See,
it.
but I would trust that.
Yes.
Because they
They're
know
from
how to
Ville
make
Platte.
it.
Like I would
Yeah.
trust that jar. I would.
I trust it. I know there's like another one called Savoise, but
That's what
I-
how the Cajun lady accent uses.
Yeah.
I love her.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the way she does her gumbo makes a couple of people squeamish.
Mm-hmm.
The way she does it is, and there's other people have different ways of doing gumbo. That's fine, but she starts off with water first.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kitchen sink water is what
Yes,
she calls
kitchen
it.
sink water, and I'm like, oh, okay. I use water at the tail end,
Right. Same.
but I learned how to make gumbo from the Cajun Ninja, who's ironically
Yep.
from the 985.
Yep.
So, and I don't use raw chicken. I use rotisserie chicken.
Yep.
And I take all the skins and all that, and I cook it down into a stock, and then
Yep.
merge the stock with my jar roux that I break down. First of all, a lot of people think you're just supposed to grab the jar roux and start spooning. That jar roux has been sitting and separated.
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta like churn
have to-
the roux a
yes.
little
It's
bit.
kind of gross looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
gross. So you gotta like get it to a peanut butter consistency,
Yup.
and then the Trinity also. What is the Trinity? Do you know?
Celery, bell pepper, and
And
onions.
onions.
And now the Trinity with the Pope includes garlic.
See, you guys are on it.
We're on
Look,
it.
don't quiz me about
Like,
food. I know food.
People on TikTok are like, y'all are not from Louisiana. We're like, baby, yes, we are. Just because we don't talk like this or we don't have a Cajun accent.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you sound very
City.
city or like
Yeah.
almost like valley. Like you don't
Yeah.
sound, and we're like, well, Tangipahoa and St. Tammany Parish people just talk like that.
Yeah.
Like that's just how we sound.
Yeah, and like I don't have a strong Cajun accent
No.
at all.
Right.
I don't even know what I sound like, but I was born in Alexandria, or Elec, as some people call it.
Yeah.
And then I grew up 30 minutes south of there, lived in Lake Charles as a toddler for a couple of years, and then went back to Turkey Creek, which is where I was raised. And then I had family that were very French. my grandmother learned English. She was French speaking first.
Love that.
Oh, love.
Yeah, and well, I mean, obviously the way she had to learn English was rough because they beat it out of her.
Yep, they
They
said you're no
literally-
longer allowed to speak like this.
And I hate that.
I know.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
but my great grandmother, oh man, the way she would talk, my mom could not stand the way her name was pronounced by her grandmother. My mom's name is Tammy.
Okay.
But my great grandmother would say, "Oh, Tommy, hey, Tommy."
Oh,
It would
yeah.
sound like Tommy, but like it's
Yeah.
very Frenchy the way she said
right.
it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But I love the way they sounded.
Oh,
But
yeah.
for me, I was scared of having an accent. So throughout school, I said, I don't want to sound like a redneck.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was growing up around rednecks. If you ever watch King of the Hill,
Oh, yeah.
Boomhauer,
Yeah.
a lot of people from that area sound like Boomhauer.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't want to sound like that.
Right.
So I was like, I need to neutralize this real quick. And now I'm like, I'm a little upset because like I have to almost turn on an accent. But
Right.
now if we go out of state, people are like,
Where are you from?
you're not from here, but you have
Correct.
something
And
about
I
it.
especially love like the Cajun kind of accent, or like people that are out from towards Acadiana, especially. To me, it is so like musical sounding.
Yes, I've always thought that.
Like it.
It sounds like music, the way
Like-
they speak.
Our friends who grew up in Lafayette. What's funny is during Hurricane Ida, when Ida hit, we
I'm an
came. My
insurance
husband
agent.
and
That makes me sweat.
I came and stayed with our friends in Lafayette for like 3 weeks because
Your brother didn't.
we were without power for weeks.
Our parents didn't have power for 47 days.
Oh my gosh.
Because the North Shore of Pontchartrain got rocked.
Yeah, got rocked.
That's where home generator comes in, right?
Yeah, I wish we had one.
Because we didn't.
Right.
But we came and stayed with our friends Emily and Tommy Abear, which yet the Abear, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And by like the end of the second week, I felt like I was taking on some of their like mannerisms and the way they
Yeah.
would say things. And I love to hear people talk like that. Or on the flip side, I played college ball with one of my roommates was from Lutcher. And that's a
Brother.
whole different
My best friend is from the Lutcher Gramercy area. and
Gramercy, Laplace,
They
Lutcher.
sound like they're straight out of Jersey.
Oh.
Like they
wow.
say, like Leslie will be like, yeah, my Papa Larry.
Or in college, I played softball at Southeastern, and there were literally 4 Katies on the team, so everyone just called me Red. But my roommate would pronounce it Red.
Red.
Like, oh, me and Red going to go get some food. And, like, I love how people sound.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
To me,
yeah.
it's so musical and fun. But you're right. When we go out of town, people are like, "Where are y'all from?" And we're like, "We don't sound weird. I don't think we sound
Oh,
different."
yeah. I went to Colorado this past winter, and the woman was like, where are you from? And I was like, Louisiana. And she was like, I can barely understand you. Because I kept saying we wanted to go see the Royal Gorge.
Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
was like, what are you saying? And I was like, I looked at Haley and I was like, am I an idiot?
Yeah.
Like, what's
To
happening
her, it was
right
probably
now?
like the Royal Gorge.
She kept saying, kept saying the Royal Gorge. And I was like, no, I sure didn't. Tammy, sorry.
Yeah, Michelle Dewey. That's how she said.
Yeah.
Me and Red going to get some food. We got to go to practice. You
I
know,
love that.
like
I love that girl.
I remember talking to someone when I first started like coming, I guess, in adulthood, and I had to like make professional calls and like talk to people outside of my circle. I talked to this guy from the New Orleans area. I think he was from Kenner or Metairie or Kenna.
Kennebra.
Kennebra.
Right.
That's where my brother-in-law's from.
Yes, where my husband's
And
from.
so I was talking to him on the phone, and this whole time I'm thinking, this guy is from New York.
Yes.
The Yat
Yat.
accent.
I was like, what?
That's what we call the yak.
There's this
in New Orleans.
famous. There's a comedian. I get this clip all the time on my TikTok, who I think was on Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
And he explains the New Orleans accent so perfectly, where he says a lot of people think a New Orleans accent is hick or like Cajun. And he said it's like a New Yorker on Valium. And I'm like,
Yes,
that is
yeah.
so accurate. Like, it's like, where y'all at? What y'all doing? All right, I'll
Babe.
come, babe. Like it's like if a New Yorker was given Valium, and I'm like
That makes
that's
sense, yes.
accurate. And my husband's side of the family, they
Is
have
very Kenner.
like they will. My favorite example is they say room, the living room,
The living room.
and I'm like, room, the room, or
Like
the
roof?
roof. And I'm
Yeah.
like, the roof.
The
you
roof.
know, there's two O's.
Not the roof is on
The
fire.
roof.
Yes.
The roof is on fire.
Correct.
Yeah, like we're gonna go sit in the living room, and I'm like, room.
On that cruise
yeah.
that just went on, we had a cruise director that was from New Orleans, and he was asking me and Haley where we were from. And, you know, we're from not New Orleans, but we're close to it. And he said, "Are you from New Orleans?" I was like, "Yeah." Because like on a cruise,
Right.
you know, you're in Mexico. So he was like, "Say baby." And I went, "Babe." And he was like, "Oh my God, you are." And I was like,
Not really. I'm from an hour away, but
Right.
you know, we're
It's 35
familiar.
minutes.
We dabble.
Yeah.
we dabble. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. I dabble in the different sings. Like I dabble in the North Louisiana accent, and I dabble in the Cajun. But I love the Cajun words like mela and mebra, and then
Yes.
comme ci, comme ça, and then
Manger.
yeah, or like especially when something isn't good, pas bon.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that one.
Or Padu.
Padu.
Padu, like you look Padu. You look ratchet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the guy on TikTok who's always jumping out of a bush, and he's from like Church Point area.
Yes.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Corey Ledoux or something like that. Anyway, I had him on the podcast, and we were talking about different things. And I first saw his content whenever he was driving down I-10, and he was showing the billboards for all the he calls them the interstate boudins, which that's what we're known for. Scott,
Yes.
Scott
Injury
is the boudin
attorneys
capital.
and
Yes. Yeah.
Some of the best boudin you'll ever get is from off the interstate.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right off
it
the
is.
interstate.
But he was like, "You see that boudin right there? Pas bon. You see that boudin right there? Pas bon." I'm like, "Well, what's pas bon about Don's? What's
Yeah.
pas
Right.
bon about the best stop?
Right.
It's not pas bon." And so I made a comment and kind of like, you know, was like, "What are you talking about? This ain't pas bon." And then he all of a sudden he made another TikTok like a week later, and he was showing his face, and it didn't connect that he was the pas bon guy. And so I invited him onto the podcast.
Yeah.
And then in the private message, he goes, "Hey, yeah, I'll come onto the podcast as long as you don't dog me too bad for the Interstate Boudin video." I'm like, that was you?
That was you. Yeah.
I said, "Bro, now I really got to get you on." Like,
Right.
Yeah.
So that was actually a really good episode. Really good guy, super healthy. I was
Yeah.
like, first of all, you're in Louisiana. How?
Yeah.
You're like 40. I think he said 42, 43 years old. He looks like mid 30s.
Yeah,
He's
great
jumping
shape.
out of bushes, jumping from
Yeah.
trees.
That we're
me.
not.
No. If I jump off of a tailgate, I'm gonna hurt myself.
Yeah.
Oh, 100% same.
He's probably gonna be like, "You need to get right, brother."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It's like, but the food's too good.
It is.
Yeah.
I can't say no.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say no.
Right.
But I had to make some life changes recently. Not for me personally, but my wife. She had to make some life changes. So with her to support her, I'm also making some slight modifications to my diet.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
good.
Okay.
including more activity, walking a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not inactive. I'm not sedentary.
Yeah.
But you know, I will veg out pretty
Oh,
regularly.
same.
We play tennis and work out so we can eat. I mean, our family's very
Yeah.
active. We all play tennis regularly. But
But
it's,
I'm not doing it to try to look good.
I'm doing it so I can eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only reason why we move, so we can eat.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because apparently, if you move and you're healthy, you can eat more.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's the secret.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, gosh. See, this is fun. And look, we're at an hour, almost 45 minutes. The only time I've ever had a podcast go closer to 2 hours was whenever I had political people on.
No, well,
And we are famously, we say all the time, we're
famously
not a
not
political
political.
podcast.
We-
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
we could care less, but we just don't want to.
Dolly Parton said, never talk about anything political and you will be famous.
And Dolly Parton is loved by everybody.
Everybody. Yeah, I'm actually
boom.
emceeing the crew. So in New Orleans, there's a crew of Dolly.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of women. It's a walking crew that they all, of course, dress like Dolly Parton.
And
this,
accentuate.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
And this year
I'ma
will
dress
be
up like
her 80th birthday.
Her 82nd.
What every year they have a big block party, and it's a huge. It's in January, so it's kind of before Mardi Gras. But they asked me to be the MC.
Wow.
Man.
So I am so
Wait,
excited.
so is Dolly going to show up?
I wish. I doubt
I
she will.
would pass away.
Die.
I'm obsessed with her. Like I did my college thesis on Dolly Parton.
I took Caleb to see Dolly Parton Oof.
I was
Probably it was pre-COVID.
Oh yeah, I was like a junior or senior in high
She
school.
came to New Orleans, and I was so impressed with her from the amount of instruments she can play.
She played 14 instruments in that one concert. She did not take a break, and she performed for over 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And she was like 75.
And it was just her and a microphone. And I know that sounds very boomer of me, like it's real music, but
it is.
There was no.
She was playing like the saxophone, the dulcimer, the banjo, and I'm just
and
like,
she kept people entertained for 2 full hours.
She is dirty.
Oh yeah, she said some
She's
raunchy
some
things.
raunchy. And what's funny is she was raised Pentecostal.
Yeah,
And I'm Pentecostal. That's crazy. So
Yeah,
we can look
right.
We can get pretty raunchy.
She
yeah, it was
gets
awesome.
down to get down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am really looking forward to that. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun day. If you ever want to come out to the weather, will be good. It'll still be cooler.
Thank God.
That's the dice you roll with Mardi Gras time. Is it's either freezing
Or beautiful.
or beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a fun day. I have to get with my friends and plan my outfit and
This is
figure
awesome.
out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Good
like, do I
dog.
want to wear a wig? Do I want to?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna have to wear a wig.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear one. I'll
Yeah.
dress like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, that's gonna be it's the Crew of Dolly block party
Sweet.
in New Orleans.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, look, I gotta go ahead and find a stopping point because we're just gonna keep going.
Because I need to feed this baby in the next 30
And
minutes.
I gotta start on emails again.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta go back to the grind.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, I hope you guys eventually get to the grind that you want to grind.
Yeah.
Yes.
The full-time grind of being a content creator.
From your lips to God's ears,
Yes,
brother.
Indeed.
please. Yeah.
I am fortunate enough to figure out how to do it. It
Nice.
took several years. Started in 2012. So this is now the podcast is not sustaining by itself. Collectively,
Right.
everything that I do does.
Right.
But good luck, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys got a really cool thing going. I mean, you guys got way more downloads on like the raw audio version than I do. And I've been
Yeah.
doing this since 2018, but I haven't started recording the download count since I think after COVID.
Right.
So I think I'm at like maybe 25,000 downloads.
Yeah, that's
So-
strong though.
That's
It's strong,
been
but
the,
like
yeah, that's
you
been
guys
the
have been
interesting
all
thing.
active less than a year and a half. So
Right.
That's
Right.
been what the learning curve has been for us. Is just the world of podcasting
And
what
people liking us. That's
what-
the thing. Is like
we're like. What do you
You
mean?
really
You're
like
getting
like
us?
recognized
us.
in public.
Now
Yeah.
it's in
Oh.
the town where we live.
well, not always.
But
Not
yeah.
always. I've been as far as like St. Francisville, like 2 hours away from the house, and someone was like, "I watch your show," or like, "Can I get a picture with you?" or something
Yeah.
like that. But the first time it happened, I called my mom crying because I got recognized at our local Rouse's.
Yeah.
And mom was like, "That's good, baby. I'm
Aw,
proud of you."
bless
And I
your
was like,
heart.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, our local grocery store that we all shop at,
Yes.
you know?
And now my friends, like, if we go out, they're like, "Can you stay home, please?"
Oh,
Yeah.
Because they're like, "Caleb, every time we go out with you now, it's like, Caleb's got to perform." Because there's so many people now that, especially locally.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
I love it. I never get sick of somebody coming up and telling me they love our product.
And when our producer,
awesome.
told us like 6 months in, he was like, y'all are getting a lot of downloads.
And we're like,
and
"But
he would
are
tell
we?"
us a number and we're like, is that good?
Right.
You know,
And
like,
we're also perfectionists. We like
Yeah.
to a fault.
Yeah.
So he's also been very comforting because he's like, it's working.
Yeah,
Like,
gotta give
you're
it
doing
time.
good. And we're like, "Okay, thanks, Dad." Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Man, but yeah.
That's been the learning curve, I think, is just people. And I'm sure you get this too, because you've been doing it for so long. People like pick our brains about stuff. And,
Oh, yeah.
and we're like, I wish I could give you advice. I have no valuable advice to give you.
Right.
I tell people anytime they want to pick my brain, and I have a lot of people since I started this wanting to pick my brain, and I'm like, a lot of this stuff you can just find Googling it,
Yeah.
but since I have some sort of working practice, I guess, with content creation, I don't know. I tell people the biggest thing is just being consistent.
Consistency.
Yes.
Yep.
Just do
Yes.
the thing that you're good at. Do that really good first, and
Yes.
then dabble into some other things.
Yep.
Right.
Like I got really good at writing about construction and did that for the longest time, and then I said I'm gonna start a podcast because I started full time. I was like, I'm bored. I don't have anybody to talk to. I said I like talking to people. So, what better way to do something constructive and productive by starting a podcast.
Yep.
So I bring in different people, and so that, and then this year I started doing food review videos. Now I'm not a professional food reviewer by any means. I just like to eat, and I like
Same.
film it and do the thing. And ever since I started doing that, people have been. This year I've been recognized so many more times that now it's my wife and my little boy is like, Daddy, how many times are people going to come up to you?
Right.
I'm like, look, I can't help it.
Don't
And
hate
It's
the
paying
player.
the bills, buddy. Like,
it is.
Yeah.
Right.
It's keeping this house, the
Yeah.
car,
Right.
some of the other bills paid. Okay, it's working.
Right.
It's working.
Oh, yeah.
As long as that check clears.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yes.
and thank you for having us because we've been
Yeah.
fans of yours for a long time.
while.
We love your content. We think it's hilarious and love the area of Lafayette. So when you invited us to be on the show, we were like, hell yeah, brother. When can we be here?
Right. Let's do it.
Look, I've been wanting to have you guys on for a while, trying to
Yeah.
figure that out, and I know you guys are way on the other side of the boot.
Yes.
So, but yeah, you guys. I mean, what, an hour and a half to get
It's
here?
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It just depends
One
on
man.
how crazy
And
Baton
we'll
Rouge
get
wants
home.
to be.
Yeah, we'll get home a lot better because we'll beat Baton Rouge traffic.
Right.
So
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's not too bad.
Well, does Baton Rouge close at 12 at all? Because
It's
Lafayette
hard.
closes at 12.
yeah, it's hard because
if you can get through by I would say 2:00.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can get on the other side of Baton Rouge by 2, you're good.
Well, yeah, y'all got a little bit of time.
yeah, we got
right,
time.
Right. We should be
We're
good.
gonna have to
Alright.
stop and get something to eat on the way
Yeah, you
home.
got to get something. to
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I gotta feed my baby too.
eat. Right, the food baby.
Yeah.
So where y'all thinking about going to eat?
I don't know. I mean, we'll probably somewhere semi quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not picky. Neither of us are picky.
No, I'll eat anything.
We try anything. I love all kinds of food.
Oh yeah.
And I joke with my husband. My husband's a very picky eater. We call him the kids menu.
That's a lot of people think that of me. It's just funny. It's,
But we like anything. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I'm especially sad right now that I can't have sushi.
oh,
I know. I love sushi. I'm like, I can't have it.
you can get fully cooked sushi.
Yeah, I've been getting veggie rolls or
Yeah.
cooked with cooked shrimp
Yeah.
and cooked it.
They got a
but-
place in River Ranch called the Fish Box, and they have a filet mignon.
Oh my Lord.
It has
sounds
shrimp in
yummy.
it, but I think you can get it without the shrimp. But yeah, they have a filet
That
mignon
sounds
roll.
good.
It
Yeah,
does sound good.
yeah.
Oh man.
I know. Now the
hungry.
food comes up. It's
Yeah.
So
like-
I'm like, but no, this was super fun.
Yeah, this
this
was
was
cool.
awesome, and we made this very easy. Love your setup in here. So
Yeah, this is
anytime you want us back, you just call us. And anytime
Absolutely.
you want to come down to Hammond, Ponchatoula, call us, and we'll
We'll do something.
tell you all the spots to go. We'll show you a good
yeah,
time.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm glad to have you on. Aaron, his final comment was, "Fish Box is so good."
There you go.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank
good
you,
to know.
Aaron.
So I don't know where you guys are planning on going, but wherever it is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be good. And I hope you guys have a safe trip back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I enjoyed this. This was fun. The best 2 hours I've had in a while on the
Yay.
podcast.
Nice.
That makes
Yeah.
us very
Yeah.
happy.
Perfect. Perfect.
I didn't have to drag you out any answers from you guys. You guys
No.
are just
Nope.
going off. I
Professional
felt like I wasn't
yappers.
talking enough. I was like, man,
No.
I'm just going to sit here and watch.
Right. We are professional yappers. For
Yeah,
sure.
Literally.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a great weekend, and like I said, safe trip back to that area, the Ponchatoula area.
Amen.
Thank you
Oh,
so
yeah.
much. Thank you.
All
It was
right.
fun.
That is it. We hope to see you on the next one, and hope you all enjoy y'all's weekend too. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see y'all.